It was still light outside when they left.
Well, when I left,
No, when they did.
yeah. I don't like crowds. I don't see nothing. I don't do that shit. Go like a damn ball like that. I do not like crowds. Anytime I deal with a crowd, it's inside the damn casino. I know you like being in the casino like that, but I love that crap thing. I'll be getting them.
Tearing that shit up, huh?
Hell yeah. Oh, they tear my ass up too now. I ain't gonna hold you. But, hey, I get mine back. Trust me, I get mine back. Them two niggas told the whole damn world. That nigga.
USC.
Come on, man. Trying to get niggas to size my ass up.
We fucking live. Let's go, bitch. Hit that like button. Go Buffalo.
Go Buffalo.
Hit the like button on your way in, man. If you from the league, let us know what team you are. Comment in the comment section, man. Shout out your team. USC, welcome, bro. You always tuning in, my nigga. Sergeant of Arms, Matt. Holding it down, man. The rules enforcer. Holding it the fuck down. We are in the playoffs right now, but while we in the playoffs right now, you know it's National Early Signing Day. We got to talk about the 32 five-star flex. We got to talk about who signed what, when, where, and how. The blue chips, where did they go? Who's still not deciding to sign and waiting for actual National Signing Day, right? Everybody doesn't sign on a dotted line early National Signing Day. But the ones that do, they'll be on campus during winter workouts. They won't miss anything. They'll better be there for spring ball and all the good stuff, right? So we take a look at the top five stars of the 2035 class. Come on in this bitch, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Show some love when you come in. Hit the like button and make sure you type your team's name in the comment section if you are in Homecomings League, man. Welcome to History Podcast, Episode 4, 2035, Early National Signing Day. Five-star flex. It's DNA gaming. It ain't, it's EA in the game. It's DNA, nigga. It's in your DNA. If you locked in and you gonna ride this bitch out, it's in your DNA. You know what I'm talking about? I'm man hits DNA Gaming, the CEO of
Team
DNA
TBD.
Gaming. Let's get it. Yep, team to be determined, my boy. I got you, my boy. We waiting for the first motherfucker to be like, yo, bro, I'm gonna see you on 27. I'm like, you better hope you get to see me at 27. I got you. Just gotta make sure you're gonna stick to, right? Because I had to build a whole Wake Forest team for a guy not to play one game and then quit, and now the entire Wake Forest team is gonna be in the fucking transfer portal. Something that I did not want to happen. And plus, doing that work ain't easy, and putting all that work in and building players and building a guy a team. So that's one thing you got to get used to right now because we do things a little different. But the moment you choose your team, I will make your team match what everybody else's teams look like in the league. You'll get 2 off seasons of me, well, 1.5 off seasons of me giving you a build. So it's pretty much free NIL. I'm gonna build your entire roster so you can catch up to the 10 years we in, right? We in season 10. So I'll build your roster to look like everybody else's roster. And then it's going to be up to you going forward how you maintain that roster um, going forward. Matt put you down on, you can go to the NIL package chat. You can go check out the rules. We broadcast on YouTube. It's usually mandatory for the away team to broadcast, but some guys we all be having
That
some
sound
issues
fun.
with issues with if you're having issues with broadcasting or like connection and all that, just record the game and save it, because if something happened in that game and we need to go back to see it, we need to see it. All right, let's get to it because I'm quite sure that game over. Matter of fact, let's go check and see what that score real fast. I heard Nebraska ain't even want to play the game. Damn. 66-20. 46-point victory. All right. All you bowl game niggas that ain't play your bowl games, that's on y'all. I tried to warn y'all. Go ahead and lose players because you don't get no championship contenders. That's on you. Scores and schedules. Let's hop here. Make sure that Houston gets the first win here. So let's go to the Big 12. Houston. Set. Got you. All right.
Damn. I lost that bet lol.
Yeah, Knox got some shit going on right now, personal, I guess. So he gotta. I'll talk to him in a little bit to figure out what happened and all that. That'll be personal. If he feel like telling the league, he'll tell him. If not, he's gonna tell me. But he had to give up the first one. Now, does it still count though? With the 10 points I said he was gonna win by Houston. Hey. So we got a few games that wasn't played. Now Florida State, well, he's not ranked, so he can get the force. TCU played his game. The American League, I don't know what's going on with this game, so this is going to be an equal sim. Big 12, got that shit set. Big 10, Baylor, Michigan, I didn't hear anything from either one of them, so that's going to be what it is. Fair sim. And then in the SEC, LSU get the force, Florida State playing Ole Miss. This is going to be a 50-50, and that game just finished, so we are going to be able to advance once I get off the early national signing day. Let's get to it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2035. We're on our way to 2036. The playoffs are in full effect. The first round is over. Guys got it in. We'll talk about the first round once I advance, and we'll go through the scores and what happened in that week, bowl week, and all that. But right now, we're talking about early national signing day. And before we get into anything, I'm going straight to the 5-star flex, and this is DNA recruitment site and his DNA recruitment site. We're about to talk about the 5 stars and who they are and how they are. Right, let's get to it right now. 5 stars, 5-star flex. All right, so the number one player in this year's class, Raphael Davey. Now remember, these guys' names will change, especially if you know, you know. I like real life players, so we're gonna turn guys into real life players from high school and bring them in. You know what I'm talking about? But Raphael Davey, right? 6'2", 188 pounds, man. We looking at a guy that reminds me of, I told y'all on the last show when we brought him in, like, he's a dog. We're not bringing in somebody that's a bum. Let's take a look at Raphael Davey. He's a 4'4" guy, low 4'4", right? He's about a 4'4" right now, 4'6". I think he's faster than that. Now, being a 5-star and the number one player in the nation, the only thing that's killing me is he came out impact. He didn't come out elite star. That kind of hurt a little bit. But he does have silver roller coaster, which I don't like. I like team player and I like fanfare. But the kid's a speed demon. He's agile, changing direction 92. 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Very good zone coverage guy. Solid man right now. 68 press, 72 catching, 68 tackling. I would like for him to be a better tackler, but like I think when it comes down to a player comp, he reminds me of Malachi Starks, the Baltimore Ravens corner from Georgia. Played both ways in high school. He got it done on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. But Malachi Starks is his player comp. He can cover sideline to sideline with that speed. He also can lock down and play man-to-man coverage. He's good deep. He does have to work on his tackling. They didn't put him in the box a lot. He didn't really play near the line of scrimmage unless he was playing nickel and covering slot receivers man-to-man. But everything else checks out. I mean, he got the talent, right? The talent to actually play right away. Like he can come in. We got a very young safety room in Colorado. We're fucking super young when it comes down to defense, right? So when you look at the safeties, Jaja Boyd, the Indiana transfer, is only a sophomore. You got Boo Carter as a freshman, Tennessee transfer. Rando Fontenette is a true freshman from Vanderbilt, right? And then we bringing in freshman Devi and OGO4 at the free safety spots. And at the strong safety, Ben Finisef went from walk-on to scholarship player. He's a senior. How about Jaden Hardy, the Oklahoma transfer? You got Braden Edwards, straight from high school. He like Sean Teller on the low. But as you can see, we got a very young room. So when it comes down to Devi, I'm surprised he signed because most of these top tier 5 stars want to play right away, right? But he's not scared of competition, and he like what we've been doing in the safety room. We've been sending guys to the draft, first, second round over the last 5 seasons. So he's big on that. He wants to turn pro, and what better to do it than get coached up by Deion Sanders, right? So we like him. We think he's going to come in and play right away. I don't see him getting redshirted at all. All right. Next up, the #1 quarterback in the nation, Kana Fox. Remember, he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 6'3", 210 backfield creator, takes his talent to Oklahoma. Oklahoma has done a really good job in recruiting. Let's go to the roster for a second. When it comes down to quarterback play, right? Baker's a senior. Well, Braylon Mayfield, Baker Mayfield's brother, is a senior. They got Kane Archer he's from Arkansas, was the #1 player in Arkansas. I mean, if he doesn't go to the draft early and he decides to come back for this football team, I think he will be the starter next year. And we'll get to finally see Kane Archer get some burn and really be the starter. So I do think Oklahoma's in a good situation, right? But they got 3 upperclassmen. Joe Rabisky looked like he came from the transfer portal. Stolen right from TCU. He had a good year in 2034. 44 touchdowns, 8 picks. The year before that, he was 36 touchdowns, 38 picks. But again, he's a redshirt junior as well. So then you're looking at Delman Williams, right? Sophomore from out of Gallipolis, Ohio, 6'4", 226-pound pocket passer. And then you bringing in another backfield creator. So in my opinion, that's a smart move. You always want to bring a quarterback in every class, right? Like you got to look at it that way. You should bring a quarterback in every class. Oklahoma is doing exactly that. They didn't just get one. They brought multiple quarterbacks in from this class. And I think they actually got 2 5-stars. But remember, they went to the Elite 11. He didn't win the Elite 11, but he was a dog. He played in the championship game against Alabama's commit, and they worked it out, right? But Kona Fox, 6'3", 210. I would say his player comp reminds me of I know earlier in the 5-star flex I gave him a player comp, but I'm a really say you know who he remind me of? He remind me of Sam Bradford. Right? But a little bit more mobile, right? Sam Bradford really was a statue. He was a pure pocket passer. This kid has a little bit more mobility to him. He can create, right? But he manipulates the pocket, but he's not really looking to run. He keeps his eyes upfield and look to make the pass. He can play off schedule, right? Off phase. Does a really good job of creating plays when things break down. I do think he'll fit this Joe Brady offense very well, right? I think you can get a little bit of Joe Burrow-ish as well. And Joe Brady, you know what he did with Joe Burrow in 2019. And I think Max understands, Coach Max knows what he's getting with this quarterback. And I think he's going to mold him into being a starter. Now, does he start year one? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure he'll start him year one. But I do think he'll benefit from a red shirt year.
He reminds me of Lane Johnson before he got converted to T/DT/LT.
Right. Motherfucking. But see what I see with this kid, man. Look, man, he threw for 10,000 yards throughout his high school career. He started since he was a freshman. He has over 170 touchdown passes, 48 interceptions. I think he should bring them interceptions down. That's something they talked about at the Elite 11 with him. But when you think about this kid, I do think like a year of red shirt and then getting ready to get on the field after that will be a mix. The problem is, even though he's the number one quarterback in this year's class, the guy that's coming in with him is a problem. So we'll talk about that when we get there. All right, Joe Harbin. I told y'all his player comp was Joe Hayden. Matt got that +2/+2 when it came down to this kid when I gave the trivia up, right? So zone corner, 6'2", 206 pounds, man. He has a little bit of safety in him. He is a hitter, and he fits Oklahoma's mold when it comes down to secondary. You know, they got the hardest hitting secondary in the world since 2026. Them boys been knocking helmets off, right? You got guys with safety traits playing corner. But this is a long, rangy 6'2", 206-pound corner, right? Physical as fuck. He's going to have to work on his press coverage. And again, he's a zone corner because of where he came from. But when we saw him in the Elite 11, he did play really good man-to-man coverage. He covered some of the best receivers in the nation coming out of high school, and he done a really good job in man coverage. But he is very, very intelligent, right? He's going to play the game upstairs, right? This kid watches film like he's a pro. And I think, you know, that Joe Hayden player comp to me is perfect, right? When he came out of Florida, not only was he a great man-to-man corner cover corner, he also was really good in when they went in their zone schemes, right? He's a little bit more cover two-ish, right? Like he's a squatter, right? You sit him in cover two, he's not dumb. He's not gonna play grass, right? Like if a guy leaves his zone and nobody's coming, he's gonna get that, right? He'll turn that cover two hard flat, looking into a cloud. He'll keep dropping back, and make plays, right? He'll find the football. He's not a guy that just does his job and that's that. And then when something happened, he blames, well, I was supposed to be here. He ain't that guy, right? He's a playmaker. He want to get to the field for sure, right? 11 interceptions over his 3 years as a starter. He had a really good corner in front of him out of Sefner, Florida. And Sefner, he had a corner that went to Nebraska, actually, 2 years ago that was in front of him. That he had to wait his time, right? But when he got on the field, he showed us everything he was about at 6'2", 206 pounds. Some say he about 6'3", really, right? Nationally ranked number 3, number 1 in the state of Florida. And if Oklahoma can go in the state of Florida and get the number 1 player out of the state of Florida, that tells you exactly what they doing when it comes out of recruiting. It seemed like North Carolina got a fast track to the top D tackles, right? They stole that card from Colorado. Listen, they keep getting the number 1 D tackle in the class over the last 3 years. They remind me of how Oklahoma is on the offensive side of the ball, right? They keep getting the top offensive lineman in each class over the last 4 seasons. And it seems like North Carolina over the last 3 seasons has been bringing in the top D tackles in every class. Damn, I thought that shit saved. All right, so Kerry Edmond. Let's go. There we go. All right, when you think about North Carolina, right? Let's go to the roster for a second. Kerry Edmond, 5-star D tackle, the number one D tackle in this class. Let's take a look at what they dealing with, right? All right, so you got redshirt junior Stephen McGann, right? 4-star, homegrown. He got a one more year eligibility, right? At 97 overall, does he come back? Does he have a production this year to go to the NFL? At 6'5", 348 pounds, gap specialist. He's gonna be right over top of the fucking center. 10 tackle sacks, 32 tackle for loss. Did cause a fumble in the year. 18 total tackles, assisted 27 and 14 starts. But then you start looking at what they brought in when it come down to the young gunners, right? They got a true sophomore, Raymond Dove, who was the number one D tackle in his class, straight 5-star, 6'5" from out of Arkansas, 326, right? So he's there. So even if they lose McGann, they still have Dove. They got Andre Dianju, power rusher. I think he's a 4-star. I know another 5-star, but did he come from the portal? Yes, he did. So he stayed in the ACC, right? 3 sacks in 2033, only 1 sack in 2034, and then he has 3 sacks in 2035 with 12 tackle for losses right now. He did cause 2 fumbles over his career. And he's a senior, so he's out of here, right? Nice get out of the portal. But then you start looking at some of the young gunners, right? Remember, I told you over the last couple of years, you get one of the top 4 stars. He was the number 34 player in the nation, so he was right outside of being a 5-star. All right, and Kevin Hester, he's on a red shirt right now. Then you're looking at JT Sabri. This is another guy that was a big time player out of the portal. I mean, out of high school, and he was like the number 4 D tackle in last year's class. I mean, 2 years ago class, right? So that's another 5-star. You understand what North Carolina's been doing on that defensive line right now? Logan Clinton, you're looking at another 4-star, right? 6'5", 295, right out of Maryland. And then again, you got Derek Zappi, 4-star, 295, 6'1". They're gonna benefit from the weight program. So then you go get Edmond and you bring him in the mix right now, right? Where you looking like you're gonna lose 2 guys out of this room, and if nobody hits the portal on you, then you're bringing back a very strong defensive tackle room where you got 3 on red shirts right now. So like you got some shit going on over here, right? And then they go get the number 1 D tackle in this year's class as well. All right, Kerry Edmonds at 6'5", 292 pounds, speed rusher, right? Now, he's played all over the line of scrimmage at Hampton, GA, right? Uh, but he's played all over the line of scrimmage. He can play outside, right? He can play wide 9 if you ask him to. He could be a 3-4 DN, right? Or he could be a stand-up outside linebacker in a 3-4 as well. Like, even though he's 292, he's that agile. He's very quick. He's a guy that can really move all over the line of scrimmage, and I think that's going to benefit with what Coach Falk likes to do defensively, right? Him and Belichick, they like to move those D linemen all over the place and get them doing different things right now. And we got the talent of Kerry Edmonds, and he remind me. I'm not going to say a Warren Sapp. I'm trying to think of a speed guy that really got after it. At D tackle. You know who he remind me of? Let's see my old heads in the league. I'm thinking about Florida State, 1996. Who was the D tackle that played all over the D line for Florida State? He wore he wore 87. That's the number I'm gonna give you. And he got drafted to the Baltimore Ravens. Get his name right. Too speed to excel on a true freshman. One of my favorite players. I know who he is, but I'm gonna wait for somebody to go look it up on Google and find it out. Matt gonna get it because he the only one paying attention. All right, they don't bring the number one D tackle in, right? He's number 4 in the nation, number 1 in the state of Georgia, and number 1 at his position. Then they turn right around and go get J.J. Bergman. And just because his name J.J., most people gonna think he a Watt brother, and I agree.
Wadsworth.
Andre Wadsworth. There you go. Yep. That's who Falk gonna change his name to, Andre Wadsworth Jr. But here go J.J. Watt, clone, flat out, 6'4", 287, Shelby, North Carolina. They kept him right in their backyard. Brand exposure, so you know Michael Jordan was able to put that bag in front of him, got him to commit. So they go back to back with the number 4 and 5th player in this year's class, and they bring in J.J. Bergman and they bring in Kerry Edmond, right? Both these guys, and Edmond's looking for playing time, right? And even though they got a young room, I think he comes in and play day one, right? You're gonna match him up with the other 2 5 stars that's remaining on that roster. Now, what about JJ? Do JJ get shirted or he come in and play? Is going to be the question, right? He's the number 1 player in the state of North Carolina, number 5 nationally, number 2 at his position. Pure power, right? He's definitely a power guy, right? 225, 38 times as a fucking senior in high school. Just remember I said that. I think you'll see him playing at about 310, right? I could see him putting on about 20 pounds. And then you ask yourself, do they want him to play at that level, right? Like, because he could fuck around, get to about 315, 320. And then you got a guy that's a stuffer in the middle, right? Plays the run really well. Only had 6 career sacks. And for him to lift 22, 25, 38 times, but it was the scheme, right? He was more of a run stuffer, and he kept he kept guards off of the linebackers. So he wasn't a real sack guy, and he only started 2 seasons at Shelby High School. And he started playing late, right? Like, he actually played soccer. Soccer and basketball. And then the football coach saw him in the hallway, started talking to him, got him to come out, and changed his life. J.J. Bergman. He's the type that's going, like, he didn't have a lot of sacks in high school in his 2 years as a starter, right? All 6 of those sacks came this year. But here's the thing. The explosiveness and the power was there because 4 out of the 6 was in 1 game. So you're looking at a guy that's learning the game. I think he's going to benefit from a red shirt year. By the time he see the field, you're looking at somebody that'll be about 330, 320. And then he already bench pressing 38 times, right? 225. So imagine what it's going to look like by the time he see the field, right? And then you got an athletic Andre Wadsworth's son, and then you got Bergman, who going to be able to. And it's funny because I call him J.J. Watt, but it's just because of the way he look on the field, right? Like, he doesn't play like he's not a guy that's going to beat you and get to the quarterback all the time. I don't see him playing all over the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to be 3 technique or right head up over top of the center, and he's going to play a lot of run stopping. But then I just got a feeling like he the type that when he gets to college, by the time he gets into his like 2nd year as a starter, you're going to start to see the sacks start popping up. All right, the number 2 corner in this class, Rayshawn Lebinjo, right? We already know who his name is actually going to be. Colorado's going after a top tier cornerback in the 2027 class. I will be naming that kid that. But let's talk about Rayshawn. Can't go wrong when you got a guy that, listen, man, bump and run, right? He will be a nickel for me. Bump and run corner, right? He's elite, clear headed, so you know he's very intelligent. Look at the agility and the change of direction already, though, right? 93 change of direction, 93 agility. I would love to have seen that press. For him to be elite, I thought that press would at least be 80 right now. And 78 zone. This kid doesn't play zone at all. He's never played zone absolutely at all. Like he's gonna be locked in. Like this is the type of kid that when he does finally get on the field for Colorado, what you're gonna see is a guy that's gonna follow the best slot, not the best receiver on the team, the best slot receiver on the team, and everything gonna go around him because he's gonna play man to man the entire game while he's on the field. There will be no zone coverage for him. The only time he won't be playing man to man is when he's coming off the edge on a blitz. Other than that, he's locking down top receivers, right? When you look at the high school recruiting thing, you start looking at the elite 11, right? When they got into the 7-on-7 portion of it, you start looking at this type of shit, right? Marquis Raven, Brand Coombs, Xavier Hepburn, and Jelani Phoenix. He held Jelani Phoenix to one catch. This is a 5-star. He shut Raven down. He didn't touch the ball. Every time they lined up on each other, he didn't touch the ball. Locked him down, shut him down completely. And then Hepburn, he took care of Hepburn, a little fast ass as well. And he had 3 catches on him. Hepburn did score a touchdown on him, but he had 2 picks in that game. So we looking at a guy that Dion looks at very familiar, and they say, he don't want to tackle nobody, right? But then you watch the film and you see him showing up making tackles. But he's going to erase whoever he's covering, right? The question will be, can he do it on the outside, right? Can he play a boundary or a field corner as well? Because if he can do that, we got a guy that's going to really motherfucking make shit shake when it comes out of Colorado, right? And he's going to have a great supporting class with him, not just in this class, but when you start looking at the cornerbacks that are returning for Colorado, I mean, you got Emory Floyd, who transferred in from Appalachian State at 6'3". You got Creed Thomas, who's our number 1 corner right now, who transferred in from Notre Dame. R.J. Johnson has been at Colorado since he transferred in from Arkansas in 2024. But he's been on the roster right now. He was hurt all last year, 2025. But now R.J. Johnson is the man. He, as a junior, does he come back, right? Like, does he take his talent to the league or come back? I think his overall will make him go, but I do think he'll benefit from a year coming back. Mo Williams Jr. will be back, right? He's the monster. Coach Prime really big on him out of Edna High School in Louisiana. And then you got Nate Mitchell, who's actually a safety, right? Another bump and run guy, but he'll be playing safety next season. Right now, he's at corner. A thumper, right? I call him Honey Badger number 2. We call him Crash Out Nate. Nate don't have an interception on the year right now, but Nate will knock your fucking helmet off when we send him off the edge, out of the slot and blitz. He's getting to your quarterback. He plays really good run defense, and he'll get moved to his natural position, which is strong safety. And he's light, right? 5'10", 180, but he's a monster. So we're trying to figure out, do we want him playing nickel going forward, or is he going to continue to play and get moved to his true safety position because he's a fucking hitter, right? And then, not for nothing, Boo Carter actually plays nickel corner more than safety, but we flipped him. We wanted Boo to play safety and play deep and just get to learn all those things, and he balled out this year. And we got Nate Mitchell. We wanted him to work on playing that recover slots and play man-to-man and do a lot of bump and run things. So when we do make the move, we got guys that we don't have to get off the field to match up with people. Simple as that, right? So even though Ray John is the number 2 corner in this class, to me, I would have to ask Max because he does have the number 1 corner. But I think we got the best corner in the class. So we'll look at it like this. Harvin is the best zone corner, and Lambinjo is the best man-to-man corner in this class. All right, athlete, Stephen Baker. He plays running back for Joliet, Illinois High School, and he's a linebacker, right? He's projected to play linebacker in college, and it's a two-team battle, right? Notre Dame and Ohio State is looking to bring in the number 7 player in the nation, number 1 in the state of Illinois, number 1 at his position, Mike linebacker, right? Um, Listen, he can't go wrong wherever one he go to. Both of these guys programs are rich when it comes out of linebackers. A lot of guys have went to the NFL from both programs. So, like, to me, he plays more like I'm gonna give y'all a name that. All right, this is what I'll do. I'll give a another 2 speed to excel. All you gotta do is tell me the football number. That's it. What was his number? He made it famous. Andy Katzenmeyer is who Stephen Baker reminds me of. Now, if he goes to Notre Dame, it doesn't change the player comp. He's still Andy Katzenmeyer to me. But if he goes to Ohio State, they got themselves Andy Katzenmeyer. What jersey number did he make famous that most linebackers during that era will come in and grab that number right away? Not just from Ohio State, all over the country.
45 or 47, I think.
Got to get it right. One of those are the right answer. They stayed and they took fucking Sinalio Chapula, right? And he's gonna remind me of number 44 for Ohio State 2 years ago. Who was the defensive end for Ohio State when they won the national championship in 2024? He was going to leave, but they spent that 20 million on keeping guys, and they kept a lot of their players from going to the NFL, and they came back for their senior year to win the championship, and they did exactly that. Now he wore 44 coming off the edge. What was his name? He had a island boy name. Pat got it right. Pat's 45. Yep. Andy Katzenmeyer wore 45. He made that shit famous. Yep. Pat got it right. North Carolina head coach.
45.
2 speed to excel. All right. Shanalia Tupala, right? Another one of them island boy, Hawaii guy. Uh, his player comp
What
is
was the
exact.
question?
The player comp is what was the name? He wore number 44. He came back for his senior year and won a championship for Ohio State. And it was him and the white boy, number 33, that played edge rushers for him. They both was dogs. Oh, man, I can't remember his name right now, but if you get the guy's name right, I'm going to give you a 2 speed to excel. He was uh, what's the name of these guys? The Hawaiian guys. What's the name they call them? Like Damata Pecco, all like the quarterbacks from Oregon and shit. They are what? Somali? Not Somali. What the fuck? Tell me the name, man. Somebody get me right. This fucking sour diesel got me not remembering shit right now. God damn. All right, I'll give y'all his first name. His first name was JT. So Ohio State brings in the number 1 edge rusher in this class, edge
Pally.
setter, 6'6", 229. Yeah, Pally players. Yep, 6'6", 229. Right. I do think he got pit weight on him. Right. I think he need at least 15, 20 more pounds on him.
Polynesian or Salmon.
Yeah, there you go. Polynesian. Yep, or Samoa. Yeah, Poly. Yep, the Poly players. Right. So JT, if Hitter ass was on, he would get it right away. He know who I'm talking about. But his first name was JT. That's his player comp. He played just like him, right from out of Philadelphia, PA, right across the bridge from us. Uh, but yeah, edge setter. That's exactly what he is. He's a guy that's gonna hold the edge and not getting outside of him on runs. He has really long arms, right? His length, and he got a big tool bag when it comes down to moves. He can get to the quarterback, 16 sacks in his career in high school. Um, he had 8 throughout the playoffs. His team did win a championship, playing for the best high school in Philadelphia, the Catholic school that Marvin Harris Jr. went to.
JT. Tuamaloa.
There you go. There you go. All right. The third corner in this year's class, he's number 9 overall, right? He's number 2 in the state of Georgia. James Burfict. Y'all know who his father is. Who did his father play for and what position did he play? It's a it's a close situation when it comes down to the number 2 corner and the number 3 corner. Both of them bump and run guys. Uh, both of them ran really good 40s at the Nike
St. Joe
camp.
Prep.
Yep, St. Joe Prep. There you go. Damn, Matt, you getting it all right now. Fuck, get a 2-speed to excel, and you got about 3 of them right now. Shit. Now, Burfict. His father played in the NFL, played in the AFC. Tell me the position and his full name, and
Bengals out.
oh shit, got it. Come on, Matt, go to sleep.
LB.
Yep. Lawrenceville, Georgia. 6 foot, 182 pounds, right in the backyard of Boone. Boone is a Georgia native, and James Burfict, right? His father. What's his name? What's his first name? What's Burfict's first name? Bump and run specialist, right? He gonna play in the slot. Boone told me this kid will play outside corner. He like, man, Dion this, right?
Vonti.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. He remind me at 6 foot, 182 pounds. He remind me of Samari Rolle for Florida State. Or Colton Hood from Colorado, ex-Colorado player that's at Tennessee right now. That's going to be a first-round pick. That's who he remind me of. I would say more Colton Hood. All right, number 10 in the nation, Terrain Newsom. Right-hand quarterback, dual threat, 6'2", 200 pounds from Birmingham, Alabama. He got to stay home with the home team, right? Homegrown. I like this quarterback a lot. He's a speed guy. He's a 1,000-yard rusher, and he's thrown over 3,000 yards. I talked about him. Remember, he the one that won the Elite 11. But he didn't win the championship. He won the Elite 11, but he didn't win the 7-on-7 championship. Max quarterback did, and not the one that is the number 2 player in the nation. But Terrain Newsom at 6'2", 200 pounds, dual threat. Man, listen, he got a cannon of an arm. He runs a 4.4. He was clocked in at the Nike camp at 4.42. But his high school coach said, and the track coach, because he ran track as well, said that he's a 10.4 guy in 100, right? They think he can get his time down to a 4.3 before he leaves college football and hit the combine, that he'll be a 4.3 guy. We're not talking about a 4.38, 4.39 guy. We're talking about 4.32, 4.34 type guy, right? But at the Nike camp, laser time, he clocked in at 4.42, right? Runs a 10.4 and 100. Speed guy, right? And then he got throwing power. He could throw the ball really well, really far. His deep ball, pause, is one of the best in high school right now. Right, he's very high percentage on deep connections. And why not go to Alabama when they do exactly that? We keep you on turbo, fast-paced offense. Quarterback will take off on you in a heartbeat. He can roll out and make every throw on the field. But yes, he can. You walk up and press him, and he's gonna bomb that bitch over Bad Dad. And Terrain Newsom, I really like this player. I'm loving that Alabama got him to stay home and choose Alabama. They're going to be a very good football program. This will be Keelan Russell. For those that don't know, Keelan Russell was in the 2025 class, five-star quarterback from Duncanville, Texas, and he chose to go to Alabama. Rand is going to be bringing back the real life rosters from 2025, 2026, and on. And this will be Keelan Russell. All right, so Max said we doubling up. We want the number one zone corner and the number two zone corner. But the number four corner overall, number two in the state of Florida, he goes right in Dion's backyard, Fort Myers, Florida, and goes and get Quentin Murphy. I don't know why he got that wavy ass hair with the type of time he on. He looked just like a Max player, Quentin Murphy. 5'11", 179, right? Zone corner coverage. So you know what they trying to do in Oklahoma. They literally showing you by who they bringing in what they grade do defensively. Alabama brings in the number one right tackle. He goes right to Atlanta, Georgia, and gets the 6'6", 289-pound agile right tackle. Look, number 12 overall. He's number 3 in the state of Georgia, number 1 at his position. At 6'6", 289 pounds, man. I think this kid. I don't know if he comes in and play day one, but I think he's gonna come in and give them what they want in the run game. I know that. Then you're looking at Jabari Osmuga. 6'2", 290-pound agile. He can play center or D tackle. Now, depending on what Max going to do with him, will determine where he's actually going to play. So he's the number one center in this class, only five-star center in the class at 6'2", 290. But don't get it fucked up. He could play D tackle as well. You know who he remind me of? At 6'6", 289 pounds? A lighter Torselli Simpson, the third. The HBCU champion in 2022. And then he transferred to South Carolina. And right now, he's the head coach for South Carolina right now. Right? He was a undrafted free agent out of South Carolina. He went to the New Orleans Saints. And in year two, took the starting job from somebody from my hometown. And he never looked back. 14 years in the NFL, then decided to take his talent to coaching. And Kai Doucette is literally the split image of Torselli. Jabari Azamaga, we told you who he was at center. And then you're looking at the number 2 right tackle, Malcolm Anker. That red gem, right? They dropped him in rankings. He from Owasso, Oklahoma. 6'7", 309 pounds. We know he's going to put more weight on him. He's going to red shirt. He's going to have to red shirt because he tore his ACL. And that's the reason why he's a red gem guy. We was going after him. The medical, he was on pace to getting back by camp. Like, he's going to probably miss, he'll probably miss all spring ball, all fall camp, and probably be ready to go by week 6 of the regular season in 2036. So in my opinion, that's a red shirt year for him. But if he come back off that knee injury and he's who we think he's going to be a dog. And right now, this might be the best recruiting offensive line we've seen over the last 5 years, and that's Oklahoma. They are starting to become offensive line U right now, right? And again, they're taking that title from Colorado. They are bringing in the number somewhere between the top 5 every year when it comes down to offensive lineman at every position, whether it's left tackle all the way over to right tackle. They're bringing them in. All right, the number 1 running back chose Notre Dame, and he chose Notre Dame with a young running back room over there. Notre Dame got 2 dogs, freshmen, young boys that are playing right now for them this year. And they still bring in A.J. Norden, right? This was a big-time battle. It came down to a late win for Notre Dame over Colorado. He
Auburn.
decided to go. He decided to go to Notre Dame over Colorado, and it was all due to NIL. Right? They got the bigger bag. Nah, they necessarily don't have the bigger bag than Colorado when it comes out of NIL. But he decided to choose them because Colorado brought in three freshmen last year that are dogs, right? Only one of them redshirting right now. So I think, and then they also signed another three running backs again this season. So I just think he felt like even though it's two young guys in front of me, they're not the type of running back as far as archetype that I am, a contact seeker, 5'11", 215. This kid will be at 225 by the time they go to their first week of football. Guaranteed, right? He'll be on campus early. He'll get in their weight program. He'll put on another 10 pounds, and you'll be seeing him at 225. And then you're going to get to see what kind of difference of running he can give them, right? They with the way Notre Dame's offense is, they need a guy like this, and I think that's why he went there, right? They sold him on a scheme. Listen, this is what our scheme is. We don't have a downhill running back right now. The guy that can literally, when we got to put a 12 play drive together, we can turn around and hand the ball right to you, and you can create your space by getting low and running through a motherfucker. 8 yards of carry in high school. He went over 2,000 yards this year. And then not just because he's a contact seeker, a physical running back, but he has 4.4 speed. Auburn brings in five-star corner Miles Cook, 6 foot 172 out of Cordell, Georgia. Number 4 in the state of Georgia, number 16 overall, 5 at his position. Very good zone corner. Auburn is sneakily getting after. That's why I told y'all, especially with the NIL now, they got boosters, couple of boosters that's giving them NIL money to better do what they want. So they're going to be attack the transfer portal and the high school level and get these blue chips to come in, and it's going to make their program. We waiting for Auburn to get back to that a couple years ago when they was the number 2 team in the nation. We waiting for them to get back to that, right? The only reason why this coach still has his job is because they love what he's been doing in recruiting, right? He fired his entire staff. He fired his weight training coach, all that. They brought in all new guys, kept the head coach. They love his pipeline. They love the fact that he keep Alabama kids home, and they love the fact that he do a good job in recruiting. Now they just waiting for the development, and he blamed that on the coordinators not getting these kids developed, keeping them home, getting them in the building, getting them to play for you for a season, and getting them to stay to be able to develop for 2 or 3 years instead of hitting the portal on you. And they lost a lot of talent to the portal. Just as good as they was bringing in high school guys, they was losing them just as fast to the transfer portal. I think they stopped that. The NIL bag they got now can keep these guys in Auburn, staying playing football for them, and it's going to take its course, right? I think Auburn will be a fast riser in 2036. Not only do I think they'll be ranked, I think they'll be a top 4 team in the SEC, and I think that when it gets to the end of football next year, they're going to be playing for a conference championship. That's my guess. And look, it's going to come down to Alabama, Auburn, and the Iron Bowl that's going to determine who plays South Carolina or Oklahoma. Number 17, 5-star plus, Joey Sharon. Raw strength, right? 94 strength. He another one of those guys as a weight room guy. 33 times on the 225 on the bench. Left tackle. He's the number 3 player at his position, number 3 in the state of California. And nationally, he's ranked number 17. 6'7", 294 out of Ranchos Cucamonga, right out of next Friday. He's another one of them Max players. This is identical to who Max is. Check it out. Look what he looked like from Hawaii. Look what he looked like. They all Max players. He understand player profile. But this was a steal, man, because we was in a big time battle for this guy, and he was able to bring him in, and not just bring him in. He's a gem, right? 5-star plus, right? So even though he's ranked 17 nationally, like he has top 10 talent. And Marquis Rabin, all right, and my corner shut him in the 7-on-7. Route artist though, 5'11", 161. They want him to put some weight on him, right? He has really good speed out of Jacksonville, Florida. But But they say he played like Tavon Austin. Very shifty, hell of a route art runner, but he's really dangerous with the football in his hand. This guy make you miss in the phone booth. Boundary corner from Erie, PA. Darryl Guy. It seems like Coach Antonio is tearing the East Coast up this year. This is his second player from from Pennsylvania. 6 foot, 187-pound boundary corner. And to be honest with you, I think he's another Ohio State guy. Right? No pun intended, Darryl Guy. You know who he remind me of? Denzel Ward. That's his player comp, Denzel Ward. All right. This kid committed to Colorado on an instant commit, right? Went on a visit, an unofficial visit, and he went there in his junior year. He committed to Colorado as a junior in high school and never wavered away from it, right? Dion called him a throwback player. This is a kid that understands what he wants. He's mature. He reminds him of Shador as far as how mature he is. You know, they called Shador grown as his nickname. This is who Glenn Garvin reminded him of from out of Houston, Texas, right? Pure power, 6'5", 242. And the kid is an athlete. So let's get to it. Solid strength right now. He's a star, fan favorite. Already got hammer. 73 speed, 84 acceleration, but 85 power moves, 86 hit power, 81 tackling. Right, he got work to do. It's a whole bunch of young boys in that edge room for Colorado, but it didn't waver him. Didn't scare him off. He still came, even though we young as hell in the edge room. Right, we only losing a Nene. Everybody else is freshmen on this side, sophomore, freshman. So he know he's coming to a young room and he wants to add to that young room. Colorado in a battle for Dwayne Parker, pass protector, 6'6", 321 pounds, out of San Diego, California. He played at Reggie Bush's high school. Right tackle, he's the number 21 player in the nation, number 4 in the state of California, and number 4 overall as a pass protector. And they are in a two-man battle between Oklahoma and Colorado. This guy will take them all the way till the transfer portal. I promise you, I don't think he's signing with anybody until then. If Coach Max get him, he will have signed at every position besides guard the top offensive lineman in this class. Take a look. That's what he's looking to do. Check it out. So he got the number 2 right tackle, the number 3 left tackle. He's fighting for the number 4 right tackle. He has the number 5 right tackle signed. As far as guard play go, this might be the only position he ain't got a guy yet. Yep. He got the number 1 center, and that's if he playing match center. So that's a big time battle locked into a two-team battle right there between Oklahoma and Colorado for the likes of Dwayne Parker at 6'6", 321. Physical as fuck. To me, man, he's definitely a great pass protector. His player comp, I would say, uh, I will call him his player comp Baltimore Ravens left tackle. If you give me his name, I'll give you two speed to excel. All right, the number 22 5-star is Reggie Land, running back, elusive bruiser, 5'11", 194, right? Alcoy, Tennessee. Oklahoma all over the map right now, right? Definitely not a pipeline guy for us at all, but he decided to take his talent to the Oklahoma Sooners right now. And I think this kid can get on the field at year one, right? Really good size, 5'11", 194. Probably put on a couple more pounds if they want him to. He not a completely speed guy, but he not slow. 4.5 ish. I would say about a 4.52. They're looking at about 93 speed, 92 speed, somewhere around that area. But this is a
Stanley.
really good player. Yep, Ronnie Stanley, good shit. All right, so Julius Fox. This was a battle between Oklahoma, Colorado, Ohio State, and North Carolina. And once again,
Ronnie.
it's something about the offensive line that they just attracted to Oklahoma. And they get in linemen that's going to be physical enough to do really good in the run game. Don't let them get a run game going, right? Oklahoma want to throw the ball all over the park, but if they do a lot more running with their quarterback. But if they get the run game together and they got guys like this, raw strength, 6'4", 323 at guard, right? You you know, you're looking at pass protector, 6'6", 321. Like, they don't let them get that shit together. It's going to be problems. All right, Brenton Coombs, contested specialist, number 2 and receiver, 24 in the nation. Brentwood, Tennessee. Boone letting people go right in his backyard and tape guys, 6'3", 213. They calling him a Jeremiah Smith type. That's what they calling him. They saying Jeremiah Smith, right? They saying Jeremiah Smith, or they saying uh, uh, Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, he got traits between them two, right? Not He's not as super gifted as those guys, but I think he lacks the route runner, right? But when it comes out to playing physical, you're not pressing him, and you're not winning a 50-50 against Brenton Coombs at all. Jimmy Stump decided to take his talent to Ole Miss. Keontae Ture, dual threat quarterback. This is a dog, 93 speed. Like, we looking at a guy, he ain't going to throw the ball all over the park, and he might not even play quarterback for Colorado. But when you got a guy coming in as a star, field general, extender, 91 speed, 93 excel already, the problem is the awareness, the throw power, and the deep accuracy, right? So he's a shirt guy that's going to really be asked to really develop. Dion said he's going to give him a year to develop as a quarterback, and then we're going to, if we don't get him to where we want him to go, then we're looking at receiver or corner. All right, the number 27 player, Kevin Andrews, quarterback. This is the kid that won the championship 7-on-7 in the Elite 11, right? And again, backfield creator, 6'3", 223. He reminds me of a buddy for the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts. And here, 5-star plus. So do we come in and take the number 1 quarterback spot? Think about this. Oklahoma got the number 1 quarterback and the number 4 quarterback in this year's class. This is stud right here. Hoodie got his next quarterback, Port Arthur, Texas. This kid a dog. I was fighting for him. I fell second. I mean, we got some guys. Sidney Wall going to Notre Dame. Juwan Jr. looking like Duke about to be it. Russ Jean. Austin Vick decides to take his talent to Miami. Yes, he's related to Michael Vick. He's Michael Vick's younger brother's son. Emmanuel Hooks from Chino, California. Cedric Jennings. Look like Ohio State about to bring him in. All right, the number 29 player, the 28 and 29 player, David Orwari. Mike linebacker, signal caller. Look at the size on him. 6'3", 225 already. Like he ready to rock and roll right now. And he got good speed. He's a 4.5 guy, right? 4.52, 4.54, somewhere around there. Really good size, signal caller. They starting to get back to what they got in the 2025, 2026 class right now in the draft. You got two guys that are top tier, Sony Styles, right? They got that again with Stumps and not Stumps. Yeah, that is the guy name is Stumps. Hold on. Baker. It's Stephen Baker. So Stephen Baker, right? Stephen Baker, and then you're looking at David Owari. Ohio State might get the top two Mike linebackers in this class. Boy, they're gonna be man. Antonio getting it together for real. They about to be a problem close. Oh my God. Yeah, they about to be a problem closing out the disc. Xavier Hepburn, 5'11", 167 speedster. This kid is a 4.3 guy, 10.2 and 100. So you're looking at like a 97, 98 speed receiver. Fast as hell. Question though, because he's a track guy and he's learning football. Although he's been playing football since he was 7 years old, he's still learning the game, learning how to play receiver, right? He get that his route running down packed. This kid could be dangerous. Flat out could be dangerous, right? You're looking at a kid. You know what he remind me of? This he reminds me of what's Downs' brother name, the receiver? Ohio State safety, Kalen Downs. What's his brother's name that played for Indiana? I mean Indianapolis. He played for the Colts. That's what Xavier Hepburn
Josh
remind me of.
Downs.
Josh Downs. Yep, that's what he remind me of. But he got speed like the kid that came out of Washington that never panned out. What was his name? Fucking he had the 40 time record from Washington. What was his name? The kid that ran to like a 4.2 something in a 40.
Ross.
Yeah, Ross. There
John
you go.
Ross.
John Ross. There you go. All right, Antonio. I'm gonna get that +2 speed to excel to you. I know you got it, Matt, but you got about 8 of them already. Bullshit. This is who he remind me of. John Ross. Speedster, 5'11", 167. Downs is a more cleaner route runner, so I kind of was wrong with that because I think this kid needs to work on his route runner. But if you line up slot fades and don't, man, and he's quick too. You ain't jamming him. You understand how to get in and off the line
Ain't
of
not my
scrimmage.
fault now.
But motherfucking, I like this kid. He's right from Ohio, right? Reynoldsburg. If I'm him, this kid's name is getting turned to uh Is it not Glenn? What's his name? What's buddy name? The speedster, number 7. End up playing with Cam Newton for the Panthers. He was a little taller though. Ohio State, the fast ass receiver. Uh, he wore number 7. What the fuck? Did he play both sides? I think he played offense and defense for them. Like Travis Hunter before it's Travis Hunter. Come on, Antonio, you know his fucking name. What the fuck is his name? He used to run kicks and punch back like it was
He
shit.
already had again, Junior.
You already had Jen. Oh, all right, you already had it again. Yeah, so what? I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I had Boo Carter like 3 times. Yep, Jen. Ted Jen.
I am no loudly crying face.
Ted Jen, that's who he is. Or Terry Glenn, that's who he is. Terry Glenn. Terry Glenn was another one on Speed Burners. Or he could be, what's the name? What's the other motherfucker that be on that do college football? The black guy, the receiver, Galloway, Joey Galloway. That's who you name him, Joey Galloway the second. That's who you name him. And watch what I do. You good? We naming him Joey Galloway the second. Colorado brings in James Ellington, north-south receiver, 6 foot 205 pounds out of Dallas, Texas. He played for Duncanville, right?
Bad.
Dog. And then we not looking at a slow guy. Then you look at Jelani Phoenix, the wide receiver gadget, 6'4", 190. Man, this kid physical as hell, but then he from Jacksonville, North Carolina. He kept him home. Coach Falk got him to stay at home, right? He does have 94 speed right now. And he got 93 50-50. Forgot what that shit's called. Jump ball shit. Spectacular catch. Really good release. He got high release. I'm looking at my guy right now, but yes, sir. All right, and then Colorado brings in the last player in this class, and that's the number 30, their 32 overall running back in Braden Wooden, 6 foot, 180. They brought in 2 receiver running backs. They need that right now. Concord, California, right, went right in the backyard and stole them. So we got the number 30th player at running back, James Ellington, and Braden Wooden. Both of those guys will be real life players from the high school class of 2027. The funny thing is the 5 stars ain't even the best running backs we got. I mean, 87 speed, 91 excel, safety valve, but he got natural, fan favorite, and road dog. I wish they would let the mentals go from bronze to gold to platinum on themselves too, right? 87, 88, 88 change of direction, safety valve, platinum, fan favorite, but he's a star. But then those guys start to look, right? When you got a guy with 91 change of direction already, shifty's there, 92 speed, 92 excel, you getting after it. Then you go right to the next one, 92 change of direction with 92 speed, 90 excel, star, road dog, goal, and fan favorite. Colorado running back room fucking trifling because we're gonna lose our top 4 running backs, right? Cam Newton, yes, Cam Newton, not the son, not related to Cam Newton himself, from out of Texas in real life, dog. But he a junior, he already at 99 overall. And then you got Sarah Baker, who plays at Matt. What's your receiver? What was the receiver, the real life receiver that I made you from the 2026 class? He play at what's the fuck? DeSoto, right? This is where Sarah Baker played at DeSoto. He's a junior. Damian Henderson II transferred in with Brendan Marion, Sacramento State. So he's a senior. He's going, and Michael Welch is a senior. So we're going to lose our top 4 running backs, but we bring back Anthony Israel, Najee Israel. Yeah, our starting quarterback, Najee Israel, his brother, Anthony Israel, is a true freshman. And then Kalen Bobo is from the 2027 class. He's going to be the next Michael Welch. And then you start looking at Trackhawk is back on the roster. He's down here as a red shirt, and then we bringing in 4. This is why we didn't get the number one running back because we had these. We already looked at the running back room. So even though we losing our top four running backs, I mean we could get Newton back. We could get Baker back, especially losing Henderson and Welch. But I doubt it. I think both one of them probably going to transfer, and three of them probably going to hit the draft. So we losing four. We already got three on the roster. One will be a sophomore next year. Israel got over. He got somewhere between probably close to 1,000 yards as a true freshman. Bobo going to get redshirted. He not redshirted, but he'll be redshirted. And then Trackhawk is redshirting right now. And then you're looking at Ellington coming in, Wooden coming in, and Waller and Largent. All four of those guys will be real life players. Their names will change. Obviously, their abilities and attributes will change as well. 5-star flex. Now, Max got a small class, brought 18 guys in, 9 5-stars, 9 4-stars, and strategically did it, right? When you open up CEO and then you start maxing that with the other shit you can do, there it go, right? He not Hoodie. What Hoodie did on us, remember Hoodie was taking the whole class, but he damn near can. But then you got Ohio State, North Carolina, Colorado, USC, Alabama's flipping over to high school again. Remember, Alabama bought 12 fucking 5-stars in his first ever class. And then he started fucking the portal up. Is he getting back to high school recruiting? They got 42 guys from the high school rankings on that roster right now. That means 42 players are homegrown right now out of 88. That's half your fucking team is from the high school rankings. Oklahoma's point system, they got 263 points, but they got 263.70, right? And Colorado right behind them with 263.5, so they're right behind them. You start looking at what they brought in, this is where it gets crunchy at. You start looking at the positions, right? The number one quarterback, the number one corner, the number one center, the number 2 right tackle, the number 2 running back, the number 3 left tackle, the number 4 cornerback, the number 4 quarterback, the number 4 will, the number 5 right tackle, the number 5 right left edge, right? Then you start getting into the 4-star talent after the number 5 left edge, right? Number 6, number 8, number 9, 19, 22, 26, and 30. So every last one of their 18 players are in the top 30. Colorado got the second ranked high school class right now. And then you're looking at 1, the number 2 corner, number 2 edge, the number 2 center, the number 3 quarterback, the number 3 running back, the number 4 running back. Look at number 5 running back, the number 5 Mike, the number 5 safety, free safety at that, 4-star plus, so you know you're 5-star. And you look at the number 7 Ramos. I wonder if this nigga came in with any traits. Raymond Jose, right tackle, number 7. Dylan Goings, left guard, number 7. Terrion Gigure, Baytown, Texas, another green gem. Avery Dunn, we like him, 6'2", 185 out of Savannah, Tennessee. Boom, let us all come in Tennessee and steal players. Taking them right out of that bitch. The number 8 wide receiver in Joel Oway, who a star.
Need both of y'all to stay out of California.
Right? I own Texas. Shakir Shields, D tackle. We jumped on the board late and got, was it him that we stole from Alabama? 6'2", 301-pound speed rusher. We stay in Texas and get Sharif Hodell. Hold the door. 6'2", 194 boundary corner. We go to Arizona and take Kevin Toledo. 6'2", 232-pound signal caller. We go to Wisconsin and get Jamario Osborne, speedster at 6'4". Right? You saw the speed, 92 speed already. And I already got his player comp, so I already got the name I'm changing him to. And then when you go look at the guy who name I'm changing it to, who Colorado has coming on a visit May 14th, May 15th, and you see that he ran a 10.4 and 100, you know what type of time I'm on. Jabari Barron, left edge, speed rusher. He the number 17th player. Akeemis Allen, right guard, raw strength. He the number 17th right guard. We got the number 19th D tackle, and that's Bobby Ahmed. I think this is the guy we stole. I'll tell you in a second. Brett Hepburn, this was a instant commit. Channing Largent, this is the running back who got 92 agility. And then Nick Ferraro, Will linebacker, 6'1", 219. Yeah, this is the one we stole from Alabama. Oh, they're not going to show it. Elite, bitch. Bring him in. All right, that's the national. Oh, shit, my bad. I can't disrespect the rest of the guys. I'm sorry. We got to always do the top 10 classes. All right, North Carolina, what they do, they got 29 players brought in, 3 5-stars, 26 4-stars, 251.85. When it comes to class rankings, you're looking at the number 1 D tackle, the number 1 right guard, the number 1 the number 1 will, the number 1 strong safety, and he is this the elite guy? No, one of these guys is elite. Where the white boy safety at? Where the fuck is safety at? I don't think we got him yet. Matter of fact, Indiana and him battle for him. Did Indiana win that safety? Indiana, you got the white boy safety? Because if you got the white boy safety, he elite. It could be him. It might be him. But anyway, they got the number 2. They got the number 1 strong safety. They got the number 2 D tackle. They got the number 2 free safety. The number 4 wide receiver. The number 4 edge. The number 6 edge. The number 7 free safety. The number 8 left tackle, Will, and they got the number 10 Will, the number 10 wide receiver, number 11 Mike, number 11 right guard. Edge-wise, they go 13 and left edge 14. They go right guard 14, left edge 15. So they got 13, 14, and 15th edge in this class. They got the number 15 quarterback, Raymond Hendricks, dual threat, he elite. Eric McCants, Mike linebacker, they got the number 16th Mike, the number 24 right tackle, and Taj Brown. 25 D tackle, they brought 3 of them in. 6'4", 204-pound concession specialist, Beckner. He's number 28, 4th in the state of South Carolina. They bring in the number 29 receiver, elusive route runner, Antoine Maba. He ain't gonna let me change his name. I'm like, nah, he the Black Mamba. I promise you. George Akinmelodon, cornerback, 6'1", 208-pound boundary corner. He physical, 208. They also got the 31st corner and Mello Wallen. I like that name. He be Wallen. How you Mello and Wallen? 5'11", 202 out of Dion backyard, Fort Myers, Florida. The 34th Will hit Thumper at 6'4", 225. And then contested specialist, 6'4", 193 out of Shelby, North Carolina, Parker Fanene. And let me whip. Watch me Fanene. The number 4 class is Ohio State. 5 5-stars, 11 4-stars, and they are in a battle with a 5-star right now with Notre Dame. Bring them in, bring them in. Come on, man. You got my guy. This is my guy right here. He a dog. Brenton Coombs, the number 2 receiver, the number 2 Mike. the number 3 receiver, the number 3 right guard, the number 6 corner, the number 6 right guard, the number 7 edge, the number 12 running back, Malik Wow. They got Frederick Queen, will linebacker, the number 12 will. They got the number 12 D tackle at 6'3", 293, Stanley McMillian. They got Spencer Whiteheart, number 21 at left tackle. They got the 28 will linebacker, Conrad Tootin. I like that name. Spencer Stump, Mike linebacker, 6'3", 232 out of Fairfield, Ohio, 29. They got the number 43 edge and the number 55 wide receiver, and Fanahu Ku, 6'5", 205 pounds out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. Ohio State back on that recruiting tip. All right, the most strategic recruiter in our league, and that's Matt. And let's see how he played the board. He got the number 3 center, number 7 Mike. He got the number 12 Mike. He got the number 13th right tackle, 14th quarterback, and he need quarterback. Ben Scasia, Oakland, California. He got the number 16, 17, and 18th corner. He got Ernest Natson, field corner from out of Hawaii, and he got 96 speed. This kid is a speed burner. He got a great bump and run corner, Emmanuel Costa, them California mixed babies. And he also got another fielder, Marvin Lacousse. They go get C.J. Jordan, elusive bruiser, 5'11", 218, really good size. 27th at running back. They go get Nick Chubb's brother, Dylan Chubb, at right tackle, 27th. They get another quarterback. They go bring another pocket passer in, Jamie Perezio, 6'5", 216. They stand in Cali. 35th running back, Nelson Brock. Tight end, they got the 38th tight end, 3-star. They got Amari Brake, right tackle, 6'5", 322, 39. They got the 39th Mike, the 41st Mike. They got the 58th running back, the 61st edge, the 74th wide receiver, the 89th right edge, and then the 107th wide receiver, Rico Ball. Bama doing Bama things. Bama got the number 1 right tackle. They got the number 2 quarterback, the number 2 left guard. They got the number 2 Sam. They got the number 3 Mike. They got the number 3 free safety at 6'3", 185 box specialist, Opelika, Alabama. They keeping him home right now too. And you know he a hit sticker. All right, they go get Razzo, Ahmad Razzo, bump and run specialist, really good size, right? 196 out of Gainesville, Florida. This kid is a speed demon, 4.2 speed. He gonna come in 98 speed, 98 excel. Yeah, he like that. And he can play man. Still not better than my corner. Evan Buccelli, running back, 5'9", 172 East-West playmaker, the number 7 running back in the nation. They also got the number 9 left tackle and Lorenzo Turk. The 11th D tackle, pure power, 6'3", 285, Carl Cure. Right edge, 16th. They got the 20th Mike, the 35th free safety. Another box specialist. They want to hit right now. Lonnie Atwood. I like this wide receiver. Gritty possession guy. He was on my board, but we don't like those gritty possession guys. But Fort Worth, Texas, 6'1", 191. They go 6'5", 243 on the edge, number 45 in the nation. They also got Cameron Boone, wide receiver that Boone should have never let go. 6'4", 192 out of Demopolis, Alabama. Computer Love. Indiana. I think Indiana won with he got the elite safety that him and Falk was fighting for. They got the number 3 D tackle in the nation. Nah, Oscar Kamar, that's the safety. Number 4. There you go, Cam Casey. That's him right there. He elite. I don't know if you know that or not, Ty Ma, but he elite. He got my quarterback's brother and Bill Teray. Remember, he a hybrid, 6'2", 200 pounds. I told y'all if the quarterback don't get his shit together by year 2 of his freshman year, so he's gonna be a redshirt freshman, a true freshman. He gonna shirt, and then on that redshirt year, by the time he come back as a sophomore, we might have 2 brothers playing in the secondary. Bill Teray and his brother Asante Teray will be playing safety or corner if he doesn't get his shit together at quarterback. But you can't deny 93 speed at quarterback coming in, right? It ain't going to take him much to get to about 98, 99 speed. That's 2 off seasons, if that. Shaden Harris, the number 12 cornerback, zone corner, finally got some size. Tymon been getting it done with really short corners. They finally go get somebody at 6'3". I like that. You know, they sit in zone, so they going to be buzzing the shit out of motherfuckers and playing hash on the corners, so you can't beat him with the same play he beat you with every 5 times he run it. Devin Williams, Mike linebacker, number 15 in the nation, quarterback. Teddy Pay, they need a quarterback, right? Because they about to lose Josh Hoover. Dual threat, they got 6'1", 183. They do got a pure runner, but they need a dual threat. West Palm Beach, Florida, shout out. They got Benji Blunt, 5'10", 169, bump and run specialist, 24 at his position. Right tackle, 34. Their edge is 36. Their cornerback, 40. Coffee Higgins, bump and run, 6'2", 182. You know he played man, too. He right out of Hawaii. He want him. All right, Pettigrew, 6'6", 249, coming off the edge, number 41 in the nation. Speed rusher, 6'6", really good height and size, 249 already. You know, about 86, 87 speed right now. He'll get to about 90, 92 speed by the time he's a redshirt freshman. Boom. And then you got a guy that's coming off the edge with that quick jump shit, tearing shit up. Elaine Eaton, will linebacker, thumper, 6'2", 225 out of Orlando, Florida, 42. And then, who this? Elton Barnes, 6'4", 235, edge, pure power. And then they stay in Indiana and get Robert Chuckwater, 6'2", physical receiver, physical route runner, 6'2", 190. How about Florida State? Quiet as kept. 14 brought in, 11 4-stars, 3 3-stars. And this is the last team in the top 10. And we'll talk about what he brought in. He got the number 5 strong safety, Niles Bourne. He got the number 6 free safety, and that's Keon Cashman. Really good size, 6'3", 214. He can fuck around, play linebacker. Both of them. They got the number 7 center, the number 15th corner, 5'11", 202. Ooh. 16th left guard. They got the 18th left guard. The number 19 bump and run corner, Dion Sahara, Fort Lauderdale. Reggie Mama, 6', 187. This kid 96 speed already. Elusive bruiser. He's gonna come in already with 90 break tackle, 90 stiff arm, 90 trucking, and he already got 96 speed, 93 spin, 93 agility. He's gonna be one of them guys. Tommy Jew, 5'10", 193, out of IMG Academy. He's the 44th running back in the nation, though, but dog. How about Joel Landry, not related to Jarvis, 6'1", 193, number 50 receiver. They got the 68 receiver as well, and John Westbrook. They bringing in all white boys at receiver. Eric Dobbs, thumper, 6'2", 220, out of Roswell, Georgia. They also went to Oklahoma, right in Oklahoma City, and took the dual threat. 3-star, 6'3", 188. I guarantee you got high throw power and all that good shit. That's why he got him. And then you look over as an instant commit. Then you're looking at Buck Clinton, Mike linebacker, 6'2", 240, out of Haventown, PA. All right, that's the fucking recruiting, man. Now, let's make sure we can get this shit hit. Let's go to the scores and schedule. It's only one game we was waiting on, so let's get to it. Oklahoma won that game. Wait, who the fuck was? Oh no, I know where it's at. All right, here we go. Away. Houston is away. All right. Comes in 45-30, 66-20, 73-50, and force win Houston. Got it. We in a Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl against Louisiana. I mean, Louisiana, Louisville. All right. Got him. Needed that shit. Good hire. Good fucking hire. All right, so he got some of that shit. That's cool. All right, we got the guy. That's what's up. Cause the guy I had, bro, he had mind reader like a motherfucker on every position. That's gonna hurt a little bit. We'll figure it out. Big time matchups. All right, let's take a picture of this. Ah, shit. What the fuck? Matt, do me a favor, Matt. Take a screenshot of the playoff tree and Gorda in the league, please. I called it. Look, Houston 45, Tulane 30. I know that was a forced win, but I said Houston will win this game by 10. All right, man, let's get to it. Clemson, North Carolina, first round playoffs. They played this game in North Carolina. Clemson had to go from the South Carolinas to the North Carolinas to take on a rival that's been played for their third time this season. Once in the regular season, once in the conference championship, and then once in the playoffs. And you take a look at what happened on this side of the field. How about Nick Watson, right? Deshaun Watson's little brother. 424 yards passing. He had a 202 QBR. He was sacked twice. He was 21 for 31, missed 10 passes, 67%, averaged 20.2 yards a pop. He did throw 3 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks. But I would say he didn't have a bad day. He had a really good day actually throwing the football. This is the crazy shit though, right? This is how you know a game is being played and coaching is being coached, all right? Because Falk understood, stop the run, make him throw the football, and he did that. I don't know if he stopped the run completely, but let's see. I mean, 22 carries. Your stud running back had 5 yards a pop, 6 yards a pop. Your quarterback had 5 yards a pop. Your receiver had a little 1 yard carry for 14 yards. Your backup running back couldn't really do too much of nothing. 1 carry, 1 yard. So you kind of handled the run game, but the passing game killed him, right? Because when you went to shut the run, you did a pretty good job of doing that, but you allowed the Heisman winner, Terry Bass, of 2034, he went off. 4 catches, 163. This man averaged 41 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. You also had R.J. Conroy, who also had a big day. 4 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown, right? And you come down to Tubbs, Nolan Tubbs, the junior receiver, had 2 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown. So they were productive enough in the passing game. Think about it. That's 8 passes there, 7 there, 9 there, 12 there, 14 there, and then you got 8, right? They go your what's your names right there, 32. 3 drops. 3 drops on the day. Same thing, 3 drops on the day. Trent Riggins, Rashad Baker, the touchdown maker, and then Monty Moss, the tight end. His other brother, wait, I was going to say, hold the fuck up. No, he ain't shut my boy. All right, Maurice Teller had a day, though. 6 catches, 155, 26 yards a pop, 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough to get it done. 71 from Monty Moss. Rashad Baker had 53 yards. Trent Riggins had 83 yards. McCaffrey caught the ball 4 times out the backfield for 24 yards. But you didn't get anything out of Marquis Moss. He's only a sophomore, though. He'll be back. Newkirk had 153 QBR, 386 yards, threw 3 touchdowns, threw 3 picks. Wasn't sacked at all, but he held Falky to 57 completion percentage. That's bad, right? He's somewhere in the 70s, 80s every game, no matter if human or computer. 17.5 yards a play. Clemson played really good defense. The run game, this is where it got sticky at. You in a situation where you got to throw the football. Journey had 10 carries. The best running back on this football team only averaged 1.4 yards a pop. That hurt them today, but they got a lot of backs. They just couldn't get it done in the run game. And then you see where the game was won at, right? You go look at Clemson. Defensively, they won this football game. No sacks on the day, right? But how many tackles for losses they had? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tackle for losses, and a couple of them was 4th down stops. 2 picks from Dalvin Childs. Used to play quarterback, moved to the corner, and been there, and been a guy. He's still around though. And then Nick Cummins, the other corner. So both corners had picks in this game. 3 of them total. Did any of them get took back to the crib? No. Clemson comes from not being in the playoffs at all to winning the ACC championship, all in a quick turnaround, and then winning the first round of the playoffs on a roll at North Carolina in a game that I told y'all wasn't an upset game. This was just a rival game that, you're playing for the 3rd time, and however that ball bounced in the 4th quarter, going to win the ball game. Clemson wins the game, 45-30, 15-point victory. Houston and Tulane, 45-30, forced win. All right, Oklahoma, 66-20. Look, Oklahoma has been pitting belt to ass when it comes down to Nebraska. Sound like Nebraska ain't even want to play the game. Let me find out. Like, I just want to know this, man. We all men, right? And we range from ages, OG ages, to young, to YNs, right? But as a nigga, where the fight at, man? A lot of guys' energy start to change when they feel like they can't beat somebody or they lose a game, right? Or like gotta fight through that shit. And this might not be true about Nebraska, but when I asked Max was he in this game, he responded to me, and that response I didn't like at all. Oh shit! 2-second style. Commercial break, fellas. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Got it. But yeah, when I asked Max what when I asked Max what quarter was they in the game, shut the fuck up.
Funny. That shit was funny.
Ma, open the front door.
Which one?
Open the front door. There's only one front door. No, I mean she can. Tell her here I come. So I asked Max, yo, y'all playing? He go third quarter. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like 3:30 left in the game. And I'm cool with that, right? They played the game a little later than I actually expected them to play, but the game was played. And the response was, yeah, third quarter, 3:30. So then I go, how your team look? Played me for real, shaking my head. I don't know if that was a computer game or what, but hold on.
Lord have mercy. Where's Sarah? Up there eating, my dear lady. You gotta get off your feet. Just working. You don't work for today. No more work for you. Hey, what I say? I'm like, hey, my pillow. Missing the movie.
Here she locked me up. I'm trying to get her back in the crib. Got locked out. All right, I hope y'all still paying attention. But yeah, I don't understand energy, man. Energy is a motherfucker. Now, we've been playing for 10 seasons straight. Go ahead upstairs. We've been playing for 10 seasons straight. So I know people can get burnt out, and I get that part of it. I asked this question to anybody that's still listening. I know I was on a nice little break far as so-called commercial, right? But I asked this question. Is it burnt out because if you, let's just say, you winning these games and not losing, will you still feel the same way? I'm burnt out, man. Or this is my last season and that, right? Because if you winning this shit, I don't think you're going to give it up. But if you don't see no path to victories, it's easy to be like, you know what? This shit over. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. Right? Like, it's fast past to that. Now, as the head commissioner of the league, I can't do that at all. I got to be actively playing. I'm a guy that lost 4 national titles. 4. And I'm going to play this bitch as if I didn't lose none of them yet. So, for those that are losing energy or losing games and that's starting to turn you off, right? T got in the league. His brother got in the league. They put 90 on niggas. You're not, you look at that game and be like, fuck, man, I ain't winning that shit. There's no point. And then you start losing confidence. But most of us that's playing in this league has played real life football. Most of y'all are very competitive. So be competitive. It is what it is. Reboot yourself. It's like playing cornerback. Have a short memory. Lose and carry on. You get beat for a touchdown, carry on. Right? Quick story. Junior college, freshman year. In junior college, you're a freshman and a senior. I ain't make it to my senior year. Freshman year, I get on campus. I'm on first team at running back. I'm the smallest running back in the motherfucking room. I weigh out my options. Do I play running back, even though I'm starting? But it's a 6'2" guy with 210 pounds, 5'11", 200. Another 5'11", 195. Another 6-foot guy, 230. I'm 5'9", 170. Do I play running back and maybe touch the ball 10 to 12 times? Split time. None of the running backs were better than me, but they were more physical than me. They wasn't better playmakers than me, right? I could take that shit to the crib from anywhere. I probably was one of the best receivers on the team at running back. Or do I play corner and don't come off the field? I decided to play corner and don't come off the field. First ever game playing corner. I've never been beat by for a touchdown ever in high school, right? Ever. Nobody's never beat me 7-on-7, none of that shit. You ain't beating me for a touchdown, none of that shit. First game as a freshman, you would have thought I was playing one-on-one football. I didn't believe it. I didn't understand that I'm a freshman and they looking at me as a freshman. First play of the game, bombs over Baghdad right at me. I made the play, but I realized it was going to be a long season after that. Flat out. All right. Now, I had 9 picks, 15 pass breakups. I had 63 total tackles, 33 solos, freshman year. We played this one junior college who had 4 guys from Florida on their team. The court, and none of them ran under a 4.4. So they had a receiver that was 6'6", like 180 pounds. Our senior corner we played man to man, so our senior corner had him locked down. But I had the freshman, 6'2", 215 pounds. I'm 5'9", 170. Beat me like a drum off the line of scrimmage. I mean, tearing my ass up, no didn't. It took me 3 games to get my shit back together. Meaning, I didn't forget, right? I didn't have a short memory. It took me 3 games to get the confidence back that like, wait, like I'm a corner, that shit gonna happen. I never been beat before, and I definitely never been beat like that, right? I'm talking about first down from the 10-yard line, fade. I make the play. Second down, quarterback throw it out of bounds. Third down, all fades. Third down, they throw it up again. We fighting for it. He catch it, but out of bounds. Fourth down, fuck a field goal. Throw it up again. He scored. 4 straight plays, all fade go routes from the fucking 10-yard line. That's how much they was trying me in that game. The next 2 games, I'm rotating with another freshman named Jeff Moore. He's a dog too. I'm rotating because my confidence is gone and I'm showing it. Called my cousin who actually played for the 49ers at the time. And that's the first time I heard this quote. Corners gotta have short memories. It ain't a corner in the world that don't get beat for touchdowns. But you can't, who gives a fuck? Line up and play again. And that's my motto with everything when it comes down to the video, even with the video game. You're gonna lose, line up and play again. That don't mean I don't bitch about the losses. I don't complain or I don't tell myself why I lost. Fucking internet, this and that. Nigga beat me, whatever. They better video game player ain't playing real football, whatever. I lost, but I got to line back up and play again. Short-term memory. You lose, understand it, and then move on. You get another opportunity to do it again. Simple as that. A lot of guys don't have that. A lot of guys are still staying stuck in the losses, and then you start to try to figure out why you lost, and it's never something you did or you can get better at doing. That's why I end up liking the Clemson, and that's why I said he had one of the best discs, because you watched him and his matchup with Falk develop into that, right? Where losses turned to confident wins, and he didn't fight. So then I thought his second stage would be T. That's the game you play at the end of the year, right? Is that going to be the game that's going to break you or make you? Are you going to have the energy to be able to say, all right, I overcame the Falky thing, and when I play that game, I'm just as confident that I can win that game as he is. But then T get in the way, and that gives you can't lose no regular season games because that game can kick you out of the playoffs at the end of the year. But are you going to fight through that? Are you going to fight through that shit and make yourself that same challenge you did with Falk, do it with T? And then you get to this point where when you line up, it's let's go because I know I can win this game. It's going to be a lot of guys by the time these playoffs is over that might not play in the league. I might not want to play no more. And some might be sincerely just, I don't want to, like, we've been going, but like, I'll remind you that all y'all been in my league. And unless I kicked you out, 90% of y'all that's in my league always finish the disc. It's guys that just got traits on them that they just quitters, right? We got those in the league. And I always allow them back in the league. And then when they get to the point where they're not winning or something don't go their way, they're going to quit. I understand that, right? But I built relationships with guys enough to know who those people are. That don't mean I like it. That don't mean I think that shit a good look. That's not. It's a bad look, man. Fight through that shit and keep it moving. It's a video game at the end of the day. Light that shit up. Play the game. Continue to do what you do. Take that shit into the next disc. You burnt out, take a season off. Do your recruiting. Don't play your games. That's simple. Instead of getting in the playoffs, play a bowl game. Keep all your shit until you get the energy back. Don't walk out the league, though, for no reason. Finish strong. Finish the disc. Don't fuck up anything you had going on in a positive thing and turn it negative for whatever reason it is, right? Finish. So that's the key to the guys that I'm speaking to, and you know I'm directly speaking to y'all. So don't give up. Like Nebraska Dog, he came in year one and down there went to the championship. And then he's, been here and there with it. Went from Duke to North Nebraska, better football team, and he's been a playoff team every year, right? He just keep running into Oklahoma. Well, guess who beat me in most of my championships I played? Oklahoma. I am not worried about playing Oklahoma. He lined up with me. He got to see me, right? I'll give you a prime example. Rand hasn't been in the playoffs consistently since he won a championship. I bet money he ain't quitting the league. I bet money he won't play this bitch as if it's year one. Some people built that way. Then you got some guys that I know built that way that might really just be burnt the fuck out and want chill. And I respect that. I understand that. And I'm gonna still tell you, fuck all that. Play. You better play. Don't do it. I'll tell you, don't do it. Don't miss the incentives, the things that happen for those that finish the disc with me. Is a reason why we go summer to summer every year in my league, where we play summer to summer, disc to disc. Is a reason why that happens. And you know what you do in 26 is going to carry over in 27. But if you don't finish it, you don't get them incentives, and you ain't going to better buy your way into whatever you want. If I'm Nebraska, I'm looking at why I keep losing 66 to 20, 77 to this, when I play Oklahoma. And I'm going to try to do everything in my power to fix it. Now, you got my boy Malachi Ziegler, hit dog. I know because I brought him in. He homegrown. 374, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns and 4 picks. That's why you lost the game. 4 turnovers. If you even played this bitch, because the way Max was talking, you ain't even want to play it. .502, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 sack, 61%, 26 4 yards a pop. He had 26 yards a pop. Baker Mayfield's little brother Braylon Mayfield went crazy. He also led the team in rushing, 7 carries, 86 yards. You know, I'm the quarterback guy running the football with the quarterback, but T came in, and because he broadcasts all the time, he exposed the motherfucking glitch shit with the running quarterback shit. I had all those formations and plays in my playbook and wasn't running it until I played T. Because you have to. I was just running zones, not all that other shit, right? But Max always ran quarterbacks. You know why? Because he came and got my playbook early as hell in the disc. And I ran my witness on headset with it. That's before Rand stopped liking Max. And I broke down the playbook, and that's what I showed him, quarterback run stuff. Well, dual threat quarterback is Braylon Mayfield, so he's going to get back to the dual threat shit. Max will turn. If he says his offensive coordinator is Joe Brady, and you can't get film on him on Max games, go watch Joe Brady. Go back to 2019 and watch LSU offense if you want to learn how to play Max. Because he's going to do exactly what the fuck they doing in real life, what they was doing then when Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. You got to go deep. This is our imaginative world. This is our soap opera. This is our stories. This is our reality TV show, right? You got to take yourself there, right? Like Braylon Mayfield. We grown ass men, but Braylon Mayfield is Baker Mayfield's little brother. And nobody in the league is going to look at him other than that. That's how locked in we actually are. And that's why our league is different. This is why our league lasts the way it do and run the way it do. Guys are intimate with their teams. Matt Flowers, wide receiver, 6 catches, 197, 2 touchdowns. Terry Crews' son, Terrell Crews, 3 catches, 104 and a touchdown. And then the guy that was rookie of the year, freshman of the year, and that's Randy Broyles. He won the Sean Alexander Award. 6 catches, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. They got busy in this game, right? Now, he got to go to the same game he just played and lost by 10. Oklahoma, South Carolina. And when you think about that matchup, Oklahoma has lost this game 2 to 3 straight times, I think. He beat T year 1 and then beat him since. And that's fine. But I bet you he gonna line that bitch up and play it as if he never lost to him ever. That's a matchup right now. Oklahoma over Nebraska takes him to the quarterfinals. Oklahoma and South Carolina are playing in the Orange Bowl. SEC matchup, the rematch of the ACC championship, real life football. I don't know what happened with Notre Dame, but Notre Dame been playing me so tight that if he won that game, he probably could have won the game playing me. I'm gonna tell you why. Nobody in the league is running around with a younger roster than me right now. I don't have my starters are all freshmen and sophomores. I got literally 5 seniors on my team. That's going to be hard to get away with in the playoffs. So don't let me get to a championship with all freshmen and sophomores. Because what's going to happen next year? And the year after that, long them boys stick around, it's on. And that's the whole message I'm giving right now, man. You should be intimate with your team enough that you can't walk away from that. Antonio has absolutely felt like he was disappointed how he finished this disc. But he had a great disc still. He just didn't win the big game. Well, I'm no different than him. I lost 4 national titles. Do you rather lose 4 national titles or not get to the title at all? I ain't grow up in the motherfucking era of you get participation trophies and shit. I ain't grow up in that era. How about you, Falk?
Uh, you get it done and you don't.
I ain't grow up in that era, so me losing national championships, I'd rather not get to that bitch than keep sitting here losing them motherfuckers. I'm the Buffalo Bills of college
But
football.
the thing is, and this just a testament to you. You still want to get better. You
Yeah.
still want to break through. Motherfuckers be losing, they just tune out or they get cheated. It's like, damn, like I ain't never seen you, me, several other people in the win or lose. Motherfucking like it's motherfucking niggas that's dogs in the league, but they got disc in years where they just go missing or they ain't having the success and their energy changed.
Hmm.
I'm good, bro. I got a lot of shit going on. Man, listen, don't. You don't got a lot of shit going on. Either you true to this or you a fraud. There's some fraudulent motherfuckers out there, man. Fraudulent motherfuckers out there. They ain't winning or they ain't getting their way. Yeah, man, I'll holler at you, man. What's going on? What's going on right now? And that's why motherfuckers bet. Win or lose, you motherfucking in it. Win or lose, I'm in it.
Hmm.
This after this. Game after game. It don't matter. They could come out with a NFL 2K. I guarantee you, I know who's gonna be nice in it. The niggas that's talking right now.
Man, like it's my job to try to win this title right now or get me into a title. I do not want to close this disc out, not winning one.
And that's one of the things, like, like I mean, I let Clemson back into it, but he played. You seen our conference championship game?
Hmm.
It was bullshit. He even knew it was some bullshit that was happening, but that's what happened, right? If you don't put a motherfucker away and you leave him in the game, some bullshit gonna happen. And we did, and then we played in what? Less than 10 hours later,
Hmm.
and it's tough playing this motherfucker 3 times in the year. They know what
Facts.
you want to do.
Facts.
They want it. You ain't doing nothing different. They want it, and vice versa.
Facts. You ain't saying
Motherfuckers don't realize that motherfucking game. I lost by 15, but he got a late touchdown. I was down 17 and brought the beat back to down to 8. We couldn't get a stop.
But
But
all
you know
you doing,
what?
but all you doing it right now, and I know this for a fact that I'll be around you too much. But all you doing is replaying the the uh the do's and don'ts, right? You replaying the do's and don'ts. You can't wait to get to the fucking off season, right? Because you're ready to get back at it. But you replaying the do's and don'ts, and you assessing the whys, right? And you understand what you're looking at roster wise right now to better fix some of those whys. Now, some things are controllable, some things are uncontrollable. We all know what the uncontrollables is,
Yeah,
but
and I mean some of the not to cut you off though, because I want to add this. Some of the uncontrollables for me is this, and I got to make it a controllable. I'm not a video game player.
Right.
What do I mean? I play the video game, but I'm not arcadish. I
Right.
play football, right? I'm gonna sit there and
Mm-hmm.
I'll coach, I'll scheme. I gotta work on motherfucker dropping back 10 yards, 15 yards, scrambling around and throwing a throw off tilt and catching that shit 30 yards down the field. And my guys right there. Like I gotta work on, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you gotta click on, you gotta learn how to switch stick, like you
We
know what
in
I'm saying?
season
Like
10 and don't even know I switched it.
uh, shit, I just
Imagine if
took
we
my shit
had
off
that
classic.
imagine if we had that shit in the arsenal though.
I
Like
just took my shit off classic.
but a
You
lot of
made me
that
take
shit
my
is
shit off
right.
classic.
A lot of that shit just us being stubborn because we don't care about that shit because, you know, football, like to us that's just all right, clicking the stick that shit. But you watch, like I watched Max do it so much that it became like intriguing to me. Like, yo, this
Yeah,
nigga
I mean,
nasty at that shit. Oh my God.
literally 4 third downs in the last 2 games where it was nip and tuck, like the game was nip and tuck. I got him dead to rights, and he just scrambled, running around, and throw an improbable throw. That's not really a real NFL college throw. The niggas ain't making this throw in the league or college. On the money, going to their left, right-handed quarterback, and throw across their body, accurate. Like that shit ain't happening, bro. Not no 20 yard in the air throw. You know what I'm saying? That
Nope.
shit ain't happening. You seen the one had contained on, nigga just kept running, drifted to the side, and threw it, nigga looked like he was out of bounds. First down.
That shit was nasty on that 3rd and 19. I was like, what the fuck? And he toe tapped both of them shits. But it's like,
The
what
ball
happened
looked
to
like it
your
was going out of
contain?
bounds.
Yeah, it did. But what happened to the contain though? The contain just disappeared.
That's why I said I got to learn how to make that shit a controllable. Either it's a
But
switch
here go the
stick,
thing
either
though.
it's a,
It ain't even that. It's that he know how to break the contain because you could go right to YouTube right now. I'm not saying he did this, but you can go right to YouTube right now. Remember, I'll give you a prime example. Remember when I was double A gapping Rob and he said, I know I blocked that shit. I know I deal with that shit now. And then I told him the 2 things he was going to do to counter it. Remember that?
uh,
And then I told him what I know how to do to uncounter it. Like, and he shut right the fuck up. Damn. I'm like, yeah,
but
because
but see that's the thing. Like you can't account for that, and that's part of that's arrogance on my end. Like I only get on YouTube to see what the trends are. But I don't get on YouTube to motherfucking get a whole shit. And this is no disrespect to anybody that do, but without YouTube, a lot of motherfuckers would be ass. A lot of motherfuckers would be ass. And it is what it is, a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking block kicks or the kick return glitch and on side, like all that shit. Like, come on, man. Like, but it's a video game. And anytime it's a video game with computer involved, you can manipulate the computer.
hmm
Gonna find ways to do it, and I ain't mad at it. But somebody like me who are purists and just line up and play, like shit, either we hard flat or we cloud flat. Like even the fucking zone fits, that shit don't happen in the league. Motherfucker play sticks. If it's 3rd and 20, motherfucker say, all right, yo, we blitzing everybody, y'all stay at 20 yards and tackle. That happened, but a motherfucker ain't saying, yo, cloud flats, I want y'all at 15. Vert hoops, I want y'all at 5. And flats, I want y'all at 30. That's not happening on the play call.
that's what happened to me in Notre Dame game. He had me dead to rights. We were struggling in that game, couldn't pick plays, nothing. We just had
But
bad
that's what I'm
connected
saying.
game.
Like, even
And
that shit bail motherfuckers out because now they just sitting there, motherfucker O line, D line block setting because they doing the fucking stunt. Niggas dummying out. And now it just look like you ass. But that's because the game pitting shit in. Like, those depths, that's not realistic. They don't do that. Only on like 3rd and long, they'll be like, all right, let's sit at the sticks. It's 3rd and 10. Sit at 10 yards. Play 10 yards off coverage and tackle. Run up and tackle. We sending the shit. Right, Ant?
remember,
That's the only time they do that shit, bro. They don't
that's
sit there
facts.
or
You meant,
motherfucking you send the go route and the flag route in the cover 3 corner that's supposed to run with the go route comes off the go route.
Right. Remember, I played Gator in the regular season. It was like week 2, and I told you this. I said, bro, this nigga had zone fits on. Them shits was so nasty and so hard to beat that the only throw I had was over the middle, post, 20 yards. And it wasn't getting behind the safety. I had to throw it in between, over the linebackers, in front of the safeties, and that was the only way I was getting a completion. And I did not know how to, and I saved the game. When I went back and watched it, I saw the zone fits. Like, yo, this nigga got his own fits. He got his own fits on, and it's taking the drags, right? It's taking the drags away. It's taking the motherfucking out anything outside away and only giving me the middle of the field. And then it was crazy because you had linebackers dropping at like 10 to 15 yards on in zone fits. So it was giving me 20 to 30-yard passes, but they were in front of the safety. They had to be in front of the safety, and perfect passes over top of the linebackers, right? And I had no answer for that shit. And I lost that game by remember, he made my quarterback fumble, and he scooped and scored, and that's how he beat me. Through all that, that's how he beat me, by scoop and score. And then we played in the playoffs. And remember, he was RPOing me to death, and I was, it was early in the disc. I didn't know how to really stop RPOs or nothing like that. And then in the second game in the playoffs, I beat the shit out of him. And what I did was, I said, if he come back out in them same zone fits, it was something simple. I'm not going to say out loud what I did to beat it, but it was something simple. And I realized what it was, and then I was able to open the field up that way. And then the run game killed him as well. But like, the counter, it's counters to everything, but you don't have time for them counters. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm talking about why you in the play. I'm not talking about like something that you do on your own time and figure things out like I actually did with that game. But like, I don't watch film, but when I watch film, I be blowing niggas the fuck out. If I know what you're doing, I'm gonna blow you out, right? Like, and it's some people that, it's some stuff on this game that's just, you just can't do nothing about it. Like, remember, I'm not gonna talk about what it was. I'm just gonna give you the example. Remember when I had you come to my broadcast, my share play, and I showed you all them plays, and you was like, even though you was watching them and I was showing you, you was like, bro, you been had all this shit in your playbook, and you're like, but you don't even be running that shit, and I was like, cause that shit whack as hell. I can't just see myself doing that shit. But then I go, but for me to beat Buddy, I'm gonna have to do this shit. Remember that? You with me?
Right. Yeah, I'm here.
That's the game, though. It's been like that since Madden. There's always shit on here that YouTubers is gonna break the game and show you how to break certain shit and all that. But like, that's why I like editing and all that, because it's twofold. When you editing players, you give guys super sane players, so when they doing the glitch shit, it's even worse. But you also can stop that shit by having edited players. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's twofold.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
that's why Matt. That's why Matt not wrong with especially how we all built now, making sure niggas really got to deal with using their roster with wear and tear. Like, niggas should be getting tired, bro. Like that playoff run where you had to play Tymon and I had to play T, and nobody got tired. I can say I saw why I had advantages because of it, and I got beat because of it.
Right.
T was able to run around with his quarterback consistently. It didn't matter how many times he did it. They never got tired, so he was able to have the same breath, same energy to do it the very next play. I can't tell you how to playmaker right now. I still don't know how to playmaker at all. Me and T
Yeah,
played.
same here.
Me and T played in that semifinal last year, and that's how he beat me pretty much. Before we got to the fourth quarter, and I brought the beat right back. Remember, I had a chance to get him off the field, 3rd and 19, and that nigga ran. He came out with eye close, and he put his running back at fullback, and just did the play action and knew everything. He knew I was going to shut everything else, and then he just playmaker the running back. And that throw with that new mechanic throw, I'm quite sure T probably throwing on the new mechanic. I not placement accuracy. It's the other one. It's the new one. If somebody could tell me the name of that, I'll deal 2 speed to excel. But I'm quite sure T play on that shit. I remember Antonio screamed that shit way back in the disc. And I tried it one time. I just didn't understand it. But then and Albert also said it. And I kept asking Albert, yo, bro, how you keep getting them deep balls and the ball going right where you want? And he told me it was the new mechanic on throwing. And I understood it. Because look how easy I took you from classic to placement of accuracy. It's the other one that's even better than that. You can literally put the ball where you want. That's how I knew. That's why I told you when I made it a 7 point game and then he stopped me on the goal line and he went up 13 fast as hell. I told you he was going to better do that because he going to better throw his deep ball. He ain't going to throw incompletes. He going to put it in a spot where the guy can go get it every time. And remember, I overthrew about 6 of them where I'm walking by this nigga and I just overthrew it because I don't got that shit on. Like, but they the things that the game give you that we just don't get on because we just so stuck in our ways of we just football knowledgeable and we gonna beat you with our scheme no matter what. And we'll lose by 6 because of it, not having those little things. Like
Yeah.
Max was beating niggas in them championships because he was making niggas fumble and switch sticking and really wide open passes getting picked off because he was able to switch stick right off to it, bloop, and just beating you that way, just tearing your ass up, catching the ball. Remember them picks that I'm thinking I'm ready to get, and he clicking on, boom, catch, stick and fall.
Yeah, I mean,
I like these
that's
matchups. I like these matchups in the quarterfinals. I don't know what happened in this Notre Dame uh, Louisville game, but Foe played this game and he put 70 up on the road. He went into South Bend and put 70 up. Now look, Shaquem Mines went out there and threw 4 touchdowns. He also threw 3 picks. He was only sacked once, but he was 28 for 36. He's 77%, 17 yards to play in this game. In the run game, he had a running back that hit him for 6 carries for 79 yards. That's 13 yards a pop. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game, right? So he ran the ball 12 times between 2 running backs, and his quarterback had 9 carries for 7 yards. That just tell me he was sacked a couple of times. Only sacked once. Must have been a big sack because he didn't get out the backfield. Then you start looking at the receivers. When you got a guy with 6 catches and 150, another guy with 6 catches and 145, and that's the running back. So you're looking at a wide receiver that went for 150 with 6 catches. The running back out the backfield has 6 catches for 145. Is that playmaker? Wheel routes? What is it? Because that's deep ball, 24.2 and a touchdown. And then your other receiver, Martin Pete, he goes for 4 catches, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
I feel like that shit played me.
2 running backs scored touchdowns in the passing game. Now Notre Dame young guy running back, so like I don't know how much that played a part in it. And looking at a true freshman, Daquan Barkley had 12 carries for 46 yards. That's 4 yards a pop, 1 touchdown. The other running back ain't even touched the ball in this game. And then he also playing with the junior Eric McNair. What happened to the white boy he had? Did he leave? This might be him right here. Wait, where that guy that was when I played when we played year 1 as a freshman? I said he like Matt Stafford that could run. But anyway, he went crazy, bro. He 204. But he do this to me too. Like bro, like I haven't seen him throw no big plays unless it's one of them RPOs, busting the tight end wide open on a seam route or something. Like I haven't seen him make a big play outside of a crossing route here and there. But for some reason, that nigga stayed with 400 plus yards on me throwing the ball, and he barely throwing over 15 yards on me.
Huh.
And that nigga will stunt you to death on defense. But I know I block that shit now, so ain't none of that shit. Good luck with that. But O'Toole, 5 catches, 213, 2 touchdowns. Decker had 4 catches for 120. He had 3 receivers that went over 100 yards, bro. 5 touchdowns and still lost that game 70-50. I don't know what happened in that game, bro. Nobody played defense in this game. They couldn't have. There's no way somebody played defense. I mean, he did throw 1, 2, 3, 4, but he threw that many picks against me and didn't even lose that game like that. Like, he lost by 4 and 1 playing me, and he threw about 5 picks in both those games. Is Louisville for real? You played them. Fuck, you know. I know y'all ain't get to finish the game because it dropped, but you played him.
Yeah.
Is
Nah,
Louisville for real?
but he don't even really know the outs of the game yet. But
Nah,
I'm
because he,
really
ain't- he
like,
didn't even have his XP. I had to tell him last night on the show to pitch up. You better apply them fucking physicals, boy.
yeah,
So
if he had started from the beginning with us,
he
he'd
did. He just
definitely be
ain't
in the
never played. He
conversation.
wasn't playing. He should have played. That's his problem. He had Old Miss from the door. Then he came back with UCF and wasn't playing no games. And then he back now and now he playing. But see, people be thinking guys be new when they not. Like Fo been around. You know what I mean? Fo not new. He been around. Clemson, Ohio State, another rematch of the Arkansas boys that's left. Cause I don't know where the fuck Jay went, and I hope Dave ain't disappeared. Cause Dave, I like him at Oregon right now, man. Cause UCLA won at Oregon, man. So if Dave is out of here, UCLA taking over Oregon. I'm just hoping Dave with the trucking shit was a little busy this season, because he had some big wins last year in the playoffs and in the regular season, and he turned that Oregon program around. So hopefully we still keep him. But this Clemson Ohio State, this feel like it's for the marbles. This game right here.
Well, ain't Clemson hanging him up after this year?
That's why I feel like this is for the marbles. If he leave Clemson, Hoodie taking him. You know that. And then
Yeah,
we
I mean,
and then
it's
we got
worth
a
it.
we got a new guy. Then we got a new guy in the league that's waiting right now, patiently. What team I got?
Would it be worth it for him to take
Take Clemson.
yeah, because he didn't build with Houston a little
Houston,
bit.
he got Houston looking right now. Me personally, I hope he stay at Houston. I want him in my conference. I would like to get some fresh blood in the
Because
league to get Clemson.
Clemson may not have a roster. That's why Clemson like, probably my last year that I'm gonna really have to rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he knows his ways around that shit.
Gotta be willing to do it.
Yeah, but you know me, bro. I want the dogs to play. So I'm not saying I'm just going, but I give him a major deal to get him up out of that.
Right?
That's for the marbles. Now Antonio, because me and his relationship, I can keep him playing. Might not give it his all, but I can keep him playing. Clemson, he never finished the disc ever anyway. That's why I said this is his best disc with it. He ain't cuss me out, call me out my name, make me be like, get the fuck out my league, none of that shit. That's my guy this year. He done grew the fuck up on me. So I want him to finish, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, bro. Like, Hoodie ain't going no fucking where. Tomon ain't going nowhere. But how about that matchup? Both of them about to play each other for the first time. I think this playing each other, right?
It's
Houston.
gonna be interesting.
I think
Fans
that's
of
going to be an
teams of
interesting
joy.
game. I think it's going to be an interesting game for sure. Like everybody that was in the playoffs, right? This how I'm gonna say. Like Knox said, he had some shit going on. That's two playoffs in a row where he had something really going on. So, but like me personally, I know Knox ain't ready for these games yet. Like I think one more season he good. Like so, I'm not saying that's his excuse for not playing it. Like I'm just not gonna say what it was on why he couldn't play. It was some serious shit. So I gotta respect that. But I don't think he minds giving that force win out. Right? Like I'm not saying he'll duck that smoke, but he don't mind. I know he almost where he want to be. Knox is so methodical and gotta have shit lined up the right way with his team and all that. Now before he really want to go head to head with a you or me or Antonio or you know Max T somebody like that. So I get it. But Max is gonna play unless if only way Max ain't playing no more if I blow his shit and got him feeling like I can't stand him for real or something like that. Then he slide out on me and shit. Like, well, he won't quit, but he just won't play. But Max ain't going nowhere because Max just like me when it come down to this game. He locked the fuck in and he's so loaded to his team that he feel like they really his team. Like he know his players. He intimate with his players. Same way you are.
Well,
Max,
I think Max is trying to have a second act. He started off hot as fish grease. Now he done had a couple seasons where like Oklahoma, like are they still around type? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think he want to really show that Saban like dominance, but is he gonna be Saban where it's like Saban like nah enough of this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean because he got the makeup. Like you can see his direction. If I go to his roster, he's telling you his story already. And that's what I'm saying. When I go to certain rosters, you can see stories. I don't see Max giving this disc up, right? Yeah, like first of all, he dominated this. I don't give a fuck who doing what now. He dominated it, right? Like he get that. This was his disc when it come out of homecoming. But when I look at Max roster and how he been recruiting,
But let me ask you this though, and I get what you're saying. But let's say Todd Mind run off the board, or you find a way to win the last three. That really dominant? Did he really? Or he had something that nobody else had. Was that
yeah,
CEO?
look, I lost four of them. That means I played in four. If I win three somehow before this disc is over, you can argue, yeah, because Max done lost like three of them himself.
But my point is though, like he started off hot, but like I don't. I think you right now. If it ended right now, yes, you're right. But he didn't you know like he been low key on the hot like not even barely making the playoffs last 2 years.
And
Last couple of
it's
years.
not the hot seat. It's just that he not the guy over there no more. Like right, you know what I'm saying? Like it's and the switch happened fast. He went from the guy over there, like talking heavy work. Nobody could beat him over there for real. He really was the godfather of the SEC, and the rest of them niggas was just in his world. To T
Yeah,
coming in
free
and was
run. Yeah,
and
he definitely got shot.
that free run is the fuck over because you got and T can do this to anybody, right? Like and no matter who conference he in, he'll do that. That's what he does, and we understand that, we respect that. But I think that's what I'm saying. Are you a pup or you're a pit, right? A pup is going to find a way to get up out of there. Like remember when Max took North Carolina State and then he just disappeared, but then he went crazy in Double R. Remember that?
Yeah,
That tells me he got it in him, right? Because when him and Antonio got in there, Antonio brought that up. Nigga, you went missing in homecoming last year.
did get low. Boy got low.
So pup or pit. And I think his roster tell you the story on what he is, right? Like, bro, you can't have what you got over here and you naming these niggas and doing certain shit for me to think that is over with, right? Like to me, I think that he's about to go on his second win. Like he about to breathe a little bit and then he about to get himself ready
I
for
think
that.
this game is gonna tell you.
Yeah.
If he win this game, he gonna win the second win. If he lose this game, I think he might hang it up early. Might be with Clemson. Hang it up early. My opinion, my assessment.
I don't think he hanging it up. I feel you and I respect it, and that's where I'm saying pup or pit. I think he going. I think because the roster tells a story of he ready for a second run. You're not naming niggas Hollywood Brown over here. Like you're not doing all that, and you're not ready for a second run. That's why if you peeped it, remember when I told you, bro, I'm bringing in all high school niggas. That's me getting ready for that second win. That's why I'm excited right now. Like this is a free season for me. I'm playing with such a young football team. I feel like if I win it, y'all done fucked up. But win or lose, that roster retention gonna be a motherfucker. And we young enough to go on a 3-season run on niggas. Like, and that's how I feel. Now, if it happens, it happens. But if it don't, I'm gonna keep attacking it as it until it happens. That's how I go. I think Max is in that space. I think where Max prime at, I think Max, it ain't gonna be the game that's gonna make him quit. It's gonna be me.
Why you think it's gonna be you?
Cause my energy, like I be getting mad at him too much. Like I be in his ass, like he be blowing my shit. But you know, it's nothing but it's younger brother, little brother, older brother love. Like and like I think you know what I mean. Just think about it, bro. Like the way he is now would say that he on his way out of here. He don't be in chat with us too much no more. But that's his doing. And then not to me, I think it's this, and I could be flat out wrong. That's his doing because he kind of stopped hanging in chat when y'all two got into it in the chat in the main chat. And I just think that makes a nigga uncomfortable, not knowing how to come off of that when you should be able to come off of it. Because you know, me and him get into it where I'm ready to fight the nigga, like calling him out his name, all types of shit. And then we go back to being, big bro, little bro right away. Like, we're regular as hell. I can't stand him. And then we go back to just being, that's my little bro, right? Where I'm protective over him and everything. Like, but motherfucking, when y'all got into it, it's a little different and kind of been distance there. And that distance ain't football related. That distance is like
But I think the distance is it got to, in my assessment of it, it's when you feel like you did something wrong. You feel
that's
me?
what yeah, that's what I'm trying. But then
Feel like
he's so cocky how he act. He fighting himself with that. I did something
and
wrong, but I
you
ain't do
feel
shit.
like
Fuck
it, but
that.
I ain't changed. I'm always going to be who I am, regardless of who it is. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Like we get into it, but I'm a stand on it and own it. Like I'm not going to act different. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
could have a disagreement. We could do something we each other don't like, but at the end we're gonna talk about it and move on. I always been like that. I was like that with anybody, with Craig. You know what I mean? If you remember that, like I
Hmm.
extended an olive branch to him several times, and he couldn't for whatever reason come back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Hmm.
it wasn't me. You saying you see me? I talked to the nigga on the phone. Like, yo, bro, we good. Why you ain't been in chat? No, I've been to the.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like with me and Max, though, like we get into it all the time, all every dish, every year we get into it, but it don't be enough to motherfucking have him not want to play. But I could tell the energy is off of me. Like if I'm like I think Max got genuine love for me, right? And he know I got genuine love for him. And when he feel like I'm not being that with him, I think that bothers him enough to be like, man, I'm just gonna stay away. I ain't gonna be doing that shit. This nigga be ready to come down here and fight me and all type of shit. Like, and it just be frustration and anger and mad and just, you know, I always say this to him: shut the fuck up. Sometimes just shut the fuck up. Like stop. You know what I mean? Like just shut the fuck up. Like. But like I don't think Max roster and the way he doing things and how he was off season and all that is enough. I don't think he going nowhere. Like I think he gonna still play. Now he could be telling motherfuckers he done and behind closed doors. You know, Max don't got no problem DMing motherfuckers to taking away other niggas and fuck them niggas. He could do that all day long. You know that. I know that. But I don't think he going nowhere. Like it's niggas in here that you just can line up and know ain't going nowhere. Like you just know. Like you know Rand ain't going no fucking where. I don't give a fucking Rand went 0-16 playing the next season. But it do
What's
feel
your
like
thoughts on that, though? I know I'm gonna need Bama back in the playoffs, though. What's
and
your thoughts
it
on that?
yeah, he back, bro. He got 42 niggas on his roster that's homegrown. Like he kind of he changed his ways a little bit, bro. The portal, but like he actually got high school niggas now, bro. Like and you know he locked in, you know he invested, and I know that because of conversations we had over the last couple of days. Like it's on. There's no, I know that. I know for a fact it's on. Like so, and I love that energy, right? Like I get it. I love that energy. You know T ain't going nowhere until football start. You know his brother ain't going nowhere, right? I can guarantee you Notre Dame ain't going no fucking where. Jay Farm ain't going no fucking where at all. Like he rocking out.
Big farm.
And I'm just looking at the playoffs, right? Foe having a good season, so he actively right now. But does that mean he gonna stay? I think Foe will close the disc out with us, but he'll still be Foe. Play when he play. You know, Matt ain't going nowhere, and this is the good thing about Matt. Matt ain't going nowhere because me and Matt relationship, real life relationship. So Matt ain't going nowhere, but Matt also can bring us niggas in real fast. Tata ain't going nowhere. Matt ain't going nowhere. I don't think Matt's going nowhere. I know Rand ain't going nowhere. Notre Dame ain't going nowhere. You not going nowhere. Antonio holding on. And I think my relationship with him will keep him around. I think Clemson the fuck out of here. Winner, I think if he lose, he gone. I don't know if he's sticking around. It depends. I don't know. Maybe I can get him to stay, but I'm not gonna force him to stay or
I
nothing.
mean, you already know, bro. Once you start, being in that realm of you tired with the game and you all. You remember me a couple years
Hmm.
ago? I wanted to retire from that, and
Hmm.
honestly, you was the only reason why I stayed around. I wanted to retire. Like I was just tired of the game. Like it wasn't getting on and playing. I was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like college kind of
Energized.
re-energizing. You know what I mean? What's the word? I want to say it, but I don't want to fuck it up. It energized me. Yeah, it re-energized me. Um, 'Cause on Madden, I was just like, you seen it, bro? I was talking about retiring like
Y'all ain't
22.
like that.
Like,
Madden is the best.
man.
My thing is this. I think UCLA is he locked in, but he I think he's never been fully locked in. He just play, and I don't think he'll leave. Auburn ain't going no fucking where. Albert on the ropes. Albert can. I can keep Albert staying, but he on the ropes all the time. Right. And this the longest Albert has ever played. Honestly, in any of our leagues. But Albert gonna stay because of my relationship with him. Boone ain't going nowhere. Shoguns is here, whether he play or not. He ain't going nowhere. Harold not going nowhere. Florida State not going nowhere.
Hima smash y'all Florida State boy.
Uh, Shit, who knows what the fuck Corey? Corey been losing. I ain't heard shit from him. I don't think Corey will
Corey
leave.
had like one great. Corey had one shining moment that was beating 10 overtime. I ain't heard from him since.
You know, we know Rob's situation. I don't know if Jay gonna still play. He barely play now. T ain't going nowhere. I think Sane straight. I don't know what's up with Big Dave. Ty Mine not going nowhere. I think Fo good. See Hound to stick around whether he playing or not. D West, just D West. Knox, I think Knox. I don't know. Like Knox just got here, so he might stick around for a couple seasons. Hoodie ain't gonna go nowhere unless somebody fucking blow his shit. Hitter is hitter right now.
Shack em up, shack em up, shack em up, shack em.
Who the fuck is that? And motherfucking Nebraska, I think he's straight. Arizona State straight, and then and both straight. So we probably gonna. I mean, there's a few niggas we probably gonna have to replace, but we got them. We got their replacement sitting here waiting. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And this is a nigga that lost 4 titles. This been the funnest disc I had in a while. I love this disc.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is. I had more success last year
Hmm.
with Syracuse and Oregon in the two leagues I was in, but this is, for me to do what I've done with North Carolina, get a chip and beat the best team on the disc thus far. Um, yeah, this been a good disc, man.
Hmm.
Good disc. We've been to two chips. And we had highs and lows. We had some years where we lost first round, like this year. We had some years where we lost semifinals. I will say this though, we made the shit every year though.
I
We was in
was
the
I
offs
was
every
gonna
year,
say this.
baby.
Not only did you make the offs every year, you got less first round games than anybody damn near. I think you've been in the motherfucking quarterfinals every year, except
No,
for
it was a
like
couple. It was a
twice.
couple years.
Yeah, your last
No, it
couple
probably if
seasons.
it's 10, if it was like 10, I'm probably like 6-4. Like 6 years I was in the
Hell
Y'all
quarterfinals.
the
no.
only two corny people talking.
Who said we corny?
Oh, somebody probably like 14 years old. Their
Hey,
mom
let me
and
get
dad.
the chat. I'm about to flame him.
Their
About to
mom,
flame him.
their mom and
I'm gonna
dad,
flame him.
motherfucking, their mom and dad probably at a meth crib right now, getting high as a fucking kite, so they
I
get to get
fucked
on the
them
game
up.
last night, right?
I fucked them up.
Nah, chill. The motherfucker, nah, don't do that. Next thing you know, you gonna better be fucking. You know what I mean? Let them talk shit. You know,
What you mean? I'm corny, but I can't mess with their mom, though.
now these
Damn.
little motherfuckers, man, they be on this internet shit. Next thing you know, you be getting, look, I seen it done. Ask Antonio.
Yeah, you know what? I apologize.
Yeah, I talk motherfuckers
So
off the
fly,
rail.
yeah, I don't even know
Never
fly. What
heard.
is so deaf?
I never heard of that little motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck he is. Talking about why y'all the only two talking. The fuck?
Why you only
You the
listen to
only
two corny
motherfucker,
people
right?
talk?
You sitting here listening to us, dumb motherfucker.
This nigga,
You
man.
married
Oh
my
my
mom, don't
god.
cheat.
You said you married my mom, don't cheat. You motherfucker bored as hell. Oh my god.
Bored.
It's a
Yo,
Friday
man,
night.
I'm gonna give you some advice. So fly 6686. Go in the.
God, say
I'm
that
gonna give
shit
you some
again.
advice.
Say that shit again.
So fly 6686.
Oh my
Go in the
god.
go in the bathroom, right? Open up the kitchen cabinet. I mean the bathroom cabinet, and it's gonna say petroleum jelly. It's gonna have a blue top. Open the blue top,
Get a handful of that shit.
get a handful, and go smack off and get on her dick. Make sure you take some hand towel with you, nigga.
Keep your
Is
look
Lane in
nasty
Camden?
bitch.
Take it, grab a hand towel too.
Is y'all
Cause
from
y'all from
Camden?
Camden.
Oh
Yeah, I
God.
told you I know your mom. Is y'all from Camden? Yeah. Told you I know his mom, eh?
Yeah, it's my name Danny. It's my
Hey,
name Danny.
hey, so fly. 6686. Was that
Six
your
six eight
UKNW
six.
acknowledged me.
was that your Camden County number when you was in the jail cell? So fly. I know y'all's too.
I know
Yeah.
y'all's too. So fly 6686, bitch.
So fly.
You the man, little man.
I know you ain't from Camden with no name like that.
Nope.
So fly. Camden niggas don't even talk like that.
Nope. Yeah, man. Well, 30-35. So what's the expectations, man?
Yay, yay,
He
yay,
said,
I'm
yeah,
from
yeah, I'm from
downtown.
downtown.
Yeah, from downtown. That sound like one of my yeah. They starting to speak my language now. Yeah, who that? Who that for real? Stop playing with me.
Man, listen, so fly, man. Let's go do that though. Go in the bathroom, open up the cabinet. It's gonna petroleum, PET, petroleum, jelly. It's gonna be clear. Take a handful. Go in your room, close the door, and go to work. Cause you listen to corny niggas talk right now, but you talking to us.
Listen,
Stop
Nigga named
flying on your
Pamela.
bald head.
stop
See, I don't
playing
even
with
got
you.
bald
Go
head.
ahead. Yeah, you tripping.
I don't even got bald head.
You know what the fuck you talking about? Let me find out that's Bra somebody blowing my shit. Yeah.
Dang, bruh.
Nah. Bra would have already said what's up. Like, oh, what's up? Oh my
So
god.
fly. 6686.
I got bald head, so fly.
Man, I'm mad he ain't go get that
Go in the
petroleum jelly
bathroom,
yet.
open up your motherfucking bathroom cabinet, and, and read everything that got a label off to us
Yo,
right
hell,
now.
UKNW, it was me.
Cause I know it was you. As soon as you said yeah. You know I knew it was you. If it's you. I'm still not convinced it's you. If it's you,
How you know it was me?
with Craig,
It might be bro.
nah, it is Brock.
Who account he on with
LM.
that so fly number?
There, yeah, it's over with. It's Brock. Or it's somebody that, come on, Brock. Nah, this ain't Brock. All right, if it's Brock, tell me something else, Brock, that only I know. No dumb
He
shit,
said
though.
L gang. He
I know
said
he
L
said,
gang.
okay, yeah, I know. That's how I know he know. That's how I said I social. Once he, that's how it's Bra playing around. Nah, Bra, who I'm talking to? If he can't say the right shit, then I know it ain't Bra. Who I'm talking to? Who on headset with me right now, Bra? Dang, Bra, that's just somebody that be
Ma
around, Bra.
cousin.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's Bra, bro. Bra playing around. Come on, Bra.
Come on, bro. You know we about to go in, man. Don't do
We
that,
about to
bro.
go in on you. Come
We
on,
about to
Bra,
go
man.
in. It's late. It's Friday,
Once he
Saturday morning. We bored and shit.
Look, once he said my cousin, I knew it was Brock because you his cousin. He
Shit,
don't.
I'm beat.
Yeah, I'm beat. Hop on headset, nigga.
Hop on, man.
Damn, right? It's Friday. It's Saturday morning. You in the crib right now? Oh my God. Well, I'm
They
always in
ain't
the crib.
outside.
I thought you'd be riding. Nah, what time is it?
Like 12:30.
Yeah, nah, Brian riding around right now. I thought you'd probably be riding around with Nas or something.
Man, who won out of that Clemson game?
Clemson who?
Clemson, Ohio State playing right now.
They played?
I
Right
was
here.
just came in.
They ain't played yet.
They playing now.
They got a one next to their shit right now.
Hold on. Hold on.
They got a one next to their.
Hold on. I'm on right now.
Hey, bro, you talk to Mary? Ain't that crazy fault? Once he said, yeah, I knew who it was.
You know it, so you like, hold on,
Hold
wait.
on, wait a minute.
Yeah, they got one by their name.
Once he said, yeah, I know it was. That's how, yeah.
They
That's
got a
us.
one. They got a one by their name, bro.
Oh, they playing.
Yeah. Where that broadcast at?
Nah, they ain't putting that shit up. They like us. They know that shit be lagging like a motherfucker. They is not putting that shit up. They just like us.
So,
They
so,
know.
so real quick, man. Let's go back to it, man, because you kind of ran from this a little. So, Houston, Indiana, who you got?
Ooh. So look, this is what I'm gonna say. I like this matchup, and I like Hoodie in this matchup. Cause Hoodie got arcadish games in him too, bro.
Right.
They both kind of going to play that way. I think.
They both good users too.
Yeah, and they good
They both good
users, right?
users. Like
So
I'm talking about like using a player and controlling them. They both good
yeah,
with that shit.
yeah.
Thick work, pause.
I don't. I really don't. This is a hard one to choose, bro. Like, do I go with the defending national
I'm
title?
gonna go with the defending champ, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a dog.
I think Hoodie can get him, but I'm gonna go with Indiana in this game too. I think Indiana gonna get him
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he won or
at all.
Timeout barely won. I wouldn't be surprised. Either way, I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't gonna say a pick 'em game though, because I'm gonna get a champ due respect, proper respect. Um,
I
but
think
yeah,
the
that's what we
I think
want.
the pick'em game is T and motherfucking Max.
I was gonna say Clemson, Ohio State. To
I
me,
like
is
that
the pick 'em
too.
game.
I like that too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like that game
I
too.
don't. Only reason I'm not gonna say it's not a pick 'em game is because even though they play close games, T find a way to pull out the close game. And it's been about 3 or 4 games since Oklahoma has beat South Carolina. 3 or 4. I might be giving them a game on taking away from a game, but they be close games. But it seems like T pulls those out. So that's why I'm not picking it a pick 'em game. But I think Max know it's a big game for his legacy.
This is a big game for his legacy, bro.
It's a big game for his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way number 10 lost
But he
You
said he
know,
knew he
so
was getting in though. If he wasn't on no
how?
fucks. But look, if he wasn't on no fuck shit, I would have got the answer to that. But he decided to
How
be
he
on
know
some
he
fuck
was
shit.
number 10 in laws? It don't even matter. Like, how did he
Max
know he was
Max
in?
Got get off that bullshit like we ain't his boys or nothing like that. He be on some
If,
bullshit. He
if,
gotta
if
stop
I'm
acting
number
like he
10 before
fucking.
the season and I lose, I'm out. I'm already thinking I'm out.
I think
That's
you
only
don't.
2 spots.
Here go the thing though. What you don't realize is this though, motherfucking. You losing is the reason why Max is in.
Ah, ah, ah.
Like, and not just losing. If that game is a 3-score game, 4-score game, he might not be in that shit. But because it ended up getting that late score and he went up 15, that's 2 points away from.
Well, no. The CC, 3 points. Our playoff game was 15. The CCs, it was
Oh,
38-35.
oh, nah, 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 yeah,
All the
nah, yeah,
CCs was
yeah,
close. I
yeah.
think
That
Max game might have been the most. Max lost by 10. Uh,
Notre
Ohio
Dame
State
lost
lost
by
by 8.
4.
You won by 4, and I lost by 3. And I think Tulane got the first one.
Yeah, and he
So
beat
Max
and he
game
beat.
was by 10. Everybody else was under that.
Make America great again.
Oh Lord,
What happened?
he's talking about make America great again and shit. Oh hell no.
Who? Bro said that?
I guess Brad Trumper. This nigga,
I'm looking bad right now. Shout out to my boy Trump, man.
man, my cousin feeling it. This nigga fucking hat on it. He got fucking old school Biggie hat. Shit
Ooh,
on the my cousin Reese. Shit on the floor, feeling it.
man, he still
Oh,
got them brass knuckles.
yeah,
That nigga said he went to jail and they gave him back to him.
right.
That's like you get locked up with a pocket knife, and when you get out, they give it back to you. The fuck out of here! You go
Tripping.
back that shit so you could go commit a crime.
Especially the last time he got locked up. That shit was some
I,
assault shit.
I can't believe you let him say that dumb shit to you. They
Fuck,
gave it
talk
back
about it
to
now.
you.
Somebody gave him back to you.
They collected item and shit.
You went to jail on assault. There's no way they gave you them shits back.
Nigga, they
So they collected item, and you gonna believe that shit.
Hold up, though. No, I ain't believe that shit. He did. You know what I said as soon as he said it. He talking
R.
about
Kelly came home
the
today.
cops gave him back. Talking about their collectors like.
Like he came with paperwork, like it's jewelry and shit. Fuck out of here.
He ready fighting and
Hey, Ed,
shit. Oh my
hey,
god.
Ed, hey, Ed. Why he act like it's? Why he act like them shit came with paperwork, like they jewelry and shit?
Yeah, that's what he said. It came with paperwork.
He got the paperwork on him right now.
Bro,
Where the paperwork
here.
at?
Here, bro, you dropped it.
all the motherfuckers in the damn store.
Did you grab your hat? I just had your hat.
Baby,
Where you put it at?
I just put it right here.
he got the juicy hat on and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, he got there it go right here. He got the juicy hat, the baby.
Kango,
The
baby.
Kango, bitch. The baby. Oh, I wish Brock could see you right now. The baby.
Shit.
That nigga said he gave me them brass knuckles.
They ain't bread.
My bad. He gave me them fucking them vintage knuckles. And then said to me,
So was they
look,
ain't brass? What are they then? Metal?
what are they? They ain't brass. Iron.
They 200 years old.
200 years old. And the cops saw that and said, these collector's items here.
No. The cop, when they locked me up and they went to my car, that's when they seen them. When they went to my car.
They searched the car. Okay. Searched the car. So they might have illegal search this shit. That's probably
Yeah,
why they gave
they can't take them then off of that if they search. Yeah, because that's illegal search. Well, what they get you what they locked you up for? A warrant? Oh yeah, nah. Yeah. They not going. He right. He not lying.
They tried to keep me.
But they supposed to. You know that.
That was bread for them.
So look, you got them appraised. Meaning you took them somewhere and said how much I can get for these.
Oh yeah.
What they say?
They tried to give me 25.
2,500.
No, no.
And you ain't
That guy
take it.
lying.
Hell no.
I took that shit.
You know what people get for them?
Oh no, no, I know the logic behind that, but I'm just saying I know my black ass
$1.
is like, yeah, let me get that. All right, let me get that. That 25 would have got sent off. Flip ease.
You know me.
Them shits would have got flipped around in
Look
this.
what I got.
Huh?
Look what I got today. Look at this bill right here.
A bill?
Look at this bill I got today. Don't be your kind of shit. Nigga, all this shit going to my kids.
As it should.
It's all for my kids. My son.
God damn, boy, this shit ain't even done. Watch out. My bad. Yeah, fuck. So, damn.
That
So I
Ninja
ain't know what he was
Money.
playing right now. That changes some things. Oklahoma, I mean, Clemson and Ohio State. You heard?
Say what?
Clemson and Ohio State playing right now. That kind of changed some things. Shit, we should be in the playoff. We should be in off season by at least Sunday, no later. Not to be used for what? Bribing to politicians.
Now, look on the front part.
What the fuck is that? And what they mean not to be bribing politicians? Why would they write that on the money?
Now, look.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, look at the red ink on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the red ink on this motherfucker, this side. Oh, I want this motherfucker to face tomorrow.
Where you get that from?
Store.
Oh wow.
Nigga, this motherfucker get put with the rest of the motherfuckers.
Gucci Mane snitching.
That's crazy.
When the last time you see some shit like that?
I never seen nothing like that before.
And red ink on the motherfucker.
Yeah, I never seen no shit like that before. At all. So who you got? Oklahoma or South Carolina?
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma gonna pull it off too, bro. I got a feeling Max gonna win that
I
bitch.
believe, and I know we gonna pull off. Cause he already mad. He the third seed.
Arizona.
Um,
Yeah,
but I believe
these
Max.
iron knuckles.
I believe Max because they just played right in the CCs.
31st that was made.
Max is gonna be in. Listen to Ant.
I'm listening, bro.
Max gonna be in the lab with this game.
I can
And
see that.
Max gonna come out and play
67.
possibly a way he hasn't seen before.
67.
It's gonna give T some
67.
trouble in the first half, and that's all Max need to pull it out.
67.
Yeah, I think Max is good enough with the new mechanics of the game, like the hit stick, and he could like remember me and T game turned around and made me fumble on the kickoff, and from that point on, I was down 14-7, 14-7, 14-7. You know what I'm saying? Like Max is capable of that. Max is capable of hit sticking you from anywhere on the field from with anybody and getting a turnover. Right? He's also capable with the switch stick. He know how to do all that shit. So I think that will fit. And then Max will apply arcade football because he has to play that way to play T, and then will really still find a way to mix real football knowledge into it. The problem is he's so good defensively, even though he'll give up a lot of shit. He's so good and clutch on defense when it comes down to being clutch that I think that Max got to be damn near perfect. Like Max gonna need his quarterback to better throw the ball really well, and he gonna have to get his running backs involved along with the quarterback legs. And I think if he could do both of those and then keep up with him, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut up, lay down, lay down. But I think if he can keep up right? Like Max can't let T run a kickoff back, scoop a fumble. Like he gotta play that type of game. He gotta better match him score for score, and then he gotta be able to make T play catch up and not catch up in the T.
Yeah.
You agree?
Um, I do. I agree with the assessment. I agree with the assessment.
Who else?
I agree with the assessment. I think
So
I know
do
you can't really assess your game, right?
yeah, I don't
I
know
know
what
you
I'm. I
can't
don't
really.
even know what I'm getting myself into, to be honest with you.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Playing Louisville, it ain't necessarily he unorthodox. He gonna come out, he throwing that rock.
Yeah,
He throwing that rock. Um, and he played good. He played good defense. Balls. And I think you got to come in with healthy respect for him.
Dodson.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might got to treat this like this game national championship game, meaning because you gonna be locked in. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm playing you, and like the first quarter, I'm like, the fuck, fuck.
I'm out of
I
here.
scored,
I'm
he
ready. Go
scored.
look at some
I
Indian
scored, he
street
scored. You know
food.
what I'm saying?
This nigga
So I
said,
think,
"I'm out of here. I'm ready to go look at some Indian street food." What the fuck? What you mean go look at? You about to eat? Oh, I'm on you. All right, my boy. Love you, my bro.
all right, cuzzo, be easy, baby. Said Gucci man snitching. Gucci
Yeah.
man was telling like a
Yep.
motherfucker.
Gucci Man ride it on Pooh Shiesty and them.
But let me ask you that though. Let's talk about that.
They
You know, I'm
dumb
a
as hell for
civilian like
that.
a motherfucker. I ain't never committed a crime in my life. So I guess my perspective is different. But was he not supposed to tell Ant? Like I'm gonna ask you, like he wasn't there on no street shit. And he probably ain't been in the street shit in probably 20 some years.
Since the nigga killed Buddy, that Jeezy and them sent that him.
Yeah, he ain't been in the street in 20 plus years. So is he wrong? Like everybody focused on him snitching, but was Shiesty supposed to rob him, strong arm him, take his wedding ring, make him sign papers, put an AK pistol to his head, and that shit was supposed to be
Nah.
cool?
When it come out of business and shit and all that, and you start, yeah, nah. I don't know, cause you can either retaliate on some street shit or
Like,
The
like
Ville.
why we not calling it like who Shiesty? But that just was dumb, bro.
yeah,
Like you thought you was going like. First of all, it wasn't like Gucci Man came by himself. Second of all, you ain't see cameras in the studio.
right. So
So now
Is
No
Sicey
way
locked
he
up?
had him in a messed up
yeah,
contract.
yeah.
He did. He had him in. He probably had him. He probably raped them niggas.
He had him in a slave deal. I get it, but you know, I'm not supposed to know. With that type of shit, you got to negotiate your way out of it. All right, listen, I got this new deal. They gonna give me 10 million. If you out of the contract, give you six of it. Fuck it, cause you gonna make more money out. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Hmm.
Floyd Mayweather. He was in a slave contract to Top Rank, remember?
Hmm.
And right before the De La Hoya fight, he had to pay like 2 million to get out of it. Bob Aaron was like, "All right, you want out? You got to pay me." And Floyd ain't even really have it like that. Not at that. This was like '05, '06. Floyd ain't start
Almost 8
making
and
bank
Clemson flag
until
already.
after the De La Hoya fight. That's
45,
when he
42.
started making one.
45, 42. Who you think won?
I'm gonna go with Clemson.
I think
Ah,
3 point game.
ooh.
Hey, Fo, what time we playing tomorrow, cuz?
Yo,
What's up, bro?
real quick.
Damn, that hurt. 45-42. Jesus Christ.
We'll go back down.
Shut the fuck up. God
But
damn,
let me
man.
ask you though, Ant.
Hold
What
on.
you
When have you
what
ever
what
heard?
Hold on,
what?
hold on, hold on, Pat. What happened?
When have you ever heard birds chirping at 12:45 in the morning?
Birds.
Birds.
I mean, I've had heard it shit like that before, but not it's not normal to me. Give me a second. When I get off this show, I'm gonna come back down, bro.
It don't matter, just gotta let
Huh?
me know I'm going to this
I just
cookout
gotta get
later
this
in the
dog to shut the
day.
fuck up, cause she about to wake up and snap on me.
My bad.
Are you straight?
So the earlier the better.
Slow it down. Wherewithal, none of it. No wherewithal.
Go ahead and try and give me that take on this shit from you. Because a lot of people killing Gucci right now, and I get it. I get it, but then it's
Dat
like, what
Ninja
you want
Dog
them to do?
talking
Eat
about
that?
birds at night.
That nigga drunk as hell talking about birds chirping at 12:45 at night.
Dude,
Bruh. Yo, you hear bruh? Oh my god.
that nigga drunk talking about birds.
Said that nigga drunk. You don't hear
What you
he
talking
talking about
about?
Bri heard Reese ask me when have I ever heard birds chirping at 12:45 in the morning? And I go, I've heard it before, but like it ain't normal. And then Bri just
That nigga,
responded to my he drunk as hell talking about birds chirping at 12:45 in the morning.
that nigga Reese need to go to sleep, man. Tell that nigga
Man.
go on the couch, go to sleep, man. Reese need to take his ass to sleep.
Yo, come out there, man, and put your phone and put your phone on speaker and come out back real quick. So Brock can hear the shit.
There ain't no fucking bird, nigga. That's a raccoon. Fuck.
That's real fucking tough.
That's a what fuck?
That's a raccoon and fuck. That's a
That's a
bird,
raccoon
nigga.
getting fucked, man, no bird.
It might sound like a bird.
Oh damn, folk hit me at like 11 asking me if I was trying to play. Yeah, nah, I see you tomorrow, cuz. My bad, I didn't even know he hit me. Remember I said I
Gucci
would play
wrong
that
for that,
tonight?
he supposed to be gangster.
Gucci wrong for that. Supposed to be a gangster. I mean, I don't know. See, fuck, you gonna come from, like you said,
I'm
civilian
a civilian.
mindset. Yeah.
I ain't never committed a crime in my life. So
I'm,
I'm just
I'm
saying,
a,
like, what was he supposed to do? Like, I
I'm,
don't, like, he's supposed to eat that? And he know who did it?
wait, so he ratted. Like it wasn't like they just came in, saw the cameras
I
and knew
mean,
who it was.
he got interviewed and he answered questions.
He ratted.
And it wasn't just him, it was everybody. The other was with him
Listen,
probably told
listen,
too.
listen, don't do that civilian shit. He ratted.
But I'm trying to. But so we not going. So Pooh Shiesty was. It was cool for him to do that dumbass shit
Nah, nah,
and
nah,
not go to jail.
nah. He about dumb as hell for doing that dumb shit, but he did right. It is what it is. Both of them did some bullshit. Gucci ratted.
Gucci told it was poo.
Yeah, Gucci ratted, and motherfucking Pooh Shiesty did some dumb shit. That was dumb as hell. Cause to be honest, I think Gucci is so far removed from that type of shit. He probably could have got out of it just by being political about it. Like, but when
I'm
niggas is
just saying,
niggas.
like, I don't know. Like, you take my wedding ring, you take my rollie, you rob my business partners, put a gun to my head, and I'm just supposed to say, nah, cause some street code that
When you pay
motherfuckers
a
really
nigga to
don't
be a G, then do some
follow
key
no more
stuff that's
anyway. I'm
wrong.
supposed to be like, nah, you got that? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
God damn. I don't give a fuck about these birds chirping. Let me go down here. This nigga's not gonna leave it alone, bro. God damn. I'm ready to take the joint out there and clap at them motherfuckers. He's blowing my shit right now.
No damn bird. I told you what it is.
Raccoon fucking this shit. Nah, but I'm going down because if he come anywhere near the steps, that dog gonna be barking all in Erica's fucking head, all in her face. You know I don't give a fuck about no damn birds chirping.
Cell phone nigga drunk.
Oh yeah, they birds. The fuck?
Why not be drunk? Because these motherfuckers is out here wilding right now.
That's not what Bra said. Bra said you drunk, worrying about birds chirping. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You take shit personal too much.
If you made Puko, then he should have let him. Out of his contract.
He should have let him out the contract though. That's what he should have did.
Yeah, I think he should have, but I'm like,
Sorry.
Stacey did some dumbass shit, bro. He fucking
I like
robbed
you
you with
got work and
cameras. Like it was just dumb, bro.
yeah, I mean, he read it, but like that was just some dumb
What are you
shit.
supposed to do though? I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
supposed to?
I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that shit, bro. Cause like,
Cause what
you
if the
know,
other niggas told and they was like, yeah, I was with
His
him.
dad bottom lips hanging low with his drunk self.
man. So my thing is, the street nigga in me gonna say he wasn't supposed to rap, but like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Like, cause the people you with ain't street, they gonna rap.
They did. They ran like a motherfucker. They told like a motherfucker.
Hold on. What you say? Cause they cracking on Reese cause he keep coming up here getting the dog, the dog barking. I know it's gonna wake you up and shit, but I thought you would be mad. And like, you know, once he stuck on something, he stuck on something. So he heard, that's Bra. He heard Bra say he drunk as hell, worrying about a fucking bird chirping at 12:45 in the morning. So he took that, you know, Reese like, y'all trying to call me drunk and shit. Like, listen. And I'm like,
Reese
I hear
not
the birds
asking
chirping,
damn
but he
bird
not
telling
calling
him
you.
tell him what
He's
I'm
saying the
saying.
fact that you worrying about it is because you drunk. You know what I mean? So I was trying to distinguish. They not trying to play you out, calling you like. He just saying the fact that that's on your mind is because you drinking. You wouldn't be worrying about it other than that, right? So, but you know, Peace ain't hearing that shit. He gonna get to the point, just like the brass knuckles. I can't call them brass knuckles. They iron knuckles. They motherfucking antiques. They vintage.
Going for 25,000 or better.
He said he was offered 25 racks for him, but he ain't take it. Oh, I want him to come
Damn, I got
upstairs right
sis mad. I
now.
apologize, ma bad.
Nah, she up. She snapping on. She laughing at you, calling her, talking about Reese. Peace, peace. Oh, he right by the stairs listening. Peace.
Listening like a motherfucker.
Come upstairs.
I ain't falling for it.
Come up here. She already awake. She ain't mad.
I ain't falling
She
for
don't gotta go to work.
it. I ain't falling for it.
And still ain't want. Oh yeah, I forgot it's Good Friday. I mean, she don't know why I've been mad since yesterday.
And go ahead and end this show, man. Bro, get with your cousin.
Man, love you, bro.
Love
We
you,
get
my
the fuck
boy.
off this show. Holla at y'all and holla back.